Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Deadland Hunter Society. I think this is episode 8. It's episode something. So you may notice something different, those of you watching on YouTube. That is, no video. Hi, I'm making a face at you. So we have a new computer that we're putting together to help fix our encoding issues. It's a brand new computer and it's not working. So we're working on. We decided we're just going to record a podcast for this week. I'm going to get it uploaded as soon as I can for folks that like to watch it live on Twitch, and it's going to be on YouTube instead of Twitch. So there.
I mean, you could always hit the play button on the YouTube video and then start Twitch going.
I mean, yeah, but you wouldn't see anything.
Yeah.
Just take a picture of all of our lovely faces.
Just go back to the last time. You saw us playing on Twitch and watch that, but with this audio. And I promise it won't be confusing.
Especially with
Anyways,
it'll be clearly different because we got another person in here.
well, I mean, that was a surprise, Stan.
And it's not.
Hey, what a surprise!
Anyways, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films and the game master for the evening. And with me today is Mother of the Month, Holly.
Why am I the Mother of the Month?
Because I come up with weird random titles to indicate people.
Okay, sorry. What? You're touching my head.
By licking the mic, you were spiking it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was looking at. I'm Holly. I'm playing Gilda, Dwarven Gunslinger Adept.
And electrical accident in the making, Austin.
Hello. I am Mathis Dubois, French nationalist, culinary expert, demolitions expert, and style expert, and generally good guy.
And electrical accident in the past, William.
Hi, William. I'm playing Cadmus, the man who points out that just about everything that man just said is a lie.
And electrical accident somewhere in a parallel universe, Zach.
I'm Zach, and I'm playing Cassio Montag. Generally, hopefully diluting the edginess of the apocalypse by basically just being an art historian and diplomat. Yeah.
AKA, what do I do with a BA in English in the post-apocalypse?
It's not an A. I have a BA in English, French, Turkish, Arabic, Greek, and Latin, sir.
And also the man who was around before electricity was invented, Stan.
Yeah, I'm playing Ian, the magic elf.
And today we have a guest. Our guest is the only man who knows what electricity actually is.
I'm Taylor. And I will be playing...
Not the only one.
Marie, a poor, innocent French girl.
Oh my god.
German country land.
Oh my god. Not another one.
Today's gonna be fun.
We just did some spiking. I apologize.
It's okay, the compressor will go.
It's just gonna...
So. I love it. When last we left our protagonists, they had just left Rome after having dealt with a hive of what looked to be some sort of insect-like creatures, colloquially known as Reapers, that were bothering many people, but not the least of which was Ares, one of the members of the Vatican Regulars, a society of survivors that had taken up residence in the Vatican City. And for your efforts in getting Ares back and getting rid of the at least part of the Reaper hive and giving them a little bit more information about it, you were allowed to armor plate your SUV. So, in your newly armor plated hover vehicle, you set off north across the European landscape that has been blasted and blown away by a variety of both creature and atomic fire from creatures.
Atomic creatures.
And it's north. It's going to be a couple of days before you get to where you're located. It's going to be like 2 days basically to get up to Germany from where you're at.
Is that just to get to Germany or to actually get to our
To get to
point?
Germany. Yeah,
Okay.
to get
And
to
then-
Germany.
And then from there we have to...
From there, you have to more accurately locate because you have a rough location from the GPS data that you have previously, but it's not. It's like accurate within 100 miles. So you have.
So we have a 100-mile radius to look for.
Yeah, which is basically all of Germany.
Mhm.
How big across is Germany?
Big? It's the biggest country in Europe.
Yes.
That doesn't mean much. Also, Russia's technically in Europe,
Yes, but
and begs to disagree.
Russia's also in Asia.
You could probably fit Alabama,
Georgia,
Tennessee,
Mississippi,
maybe even chunks
Tennessee.
of like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just never sure how big countries in Europe are because
Most of them are big. Like, most of them are at least the size of a state. Britain is one of the smaller countries, and it's as big as a large state.
I know.
Big as
Britain,
a medium state, actually.
I know Britain is smaller than Georgia.
Yes.
That's all I know, size-wise.
Jordan's about 137,000 miles across.
Well,
All right, good.
Or
All right,
miles-
so yeah,
miles
you have
square.
you have a 100-mile radius somewhere in the center of Germany.
Yeah, the world is like 40-something thousand kilometers across, so I don't think it's 137,000, but yeah, square miles.
Yeah, square miles.
It's big. There's
Pretty
lots of
large.
people there, or there were.
There were previously. There might still be. Who knows?
there are some, just not lots.
Rounding the hundreds up to 138,000.
Sorry. What are you? So, what are you guys doing on your couple of days travel?
Well, I've got to make sure that the jerky turns out.
Yeah. So, make me
that's
a
right.
knowledge cooking or knowledge whatever your cooking thing is.
Okay.
Let's see how that jerky comes. That radioactive deer jerky.
Yum.
4 successes.
That's pretty good, actually. It's a it's a little rough, but you're not.
It's
used to
not. It's
meat.
not the masterpiece that the entrails were, but
No, it's not. But it's good enough, and it's good enough rations to last you guys for another couple of days. So like, there's enough of it there. You did jerky an entire deer, so
yeah.
yeah, you have enough jerky to last you for a couple of days, probably at least for the trip to Germany. Are we driving in shifts, or are you guys taking
I'm
breaks and
assuming
stopping
we're
places?
driving in shifts. I'm assuming Matisse and ugly Swede guy are driving in shifts.
Is he Swedish or German?
He's actually Swedish. He speaks German because that was the language he was taught, but his ancestry is Swedish, which is why he has the accent.
All right. So the two of you you're never stopping at all.
Probably not.
Stopping is for silly
All
people.
right. Both of you give me driving checks.
Oh no.
For the last time, I'm Swedish!
That was a spike.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of those today. This is called Austin's not as good as John at audio stuff.
Hang on. Let me see if I can adjust it without killing the computer.
Yeah, don't run over
And
the computer.
myself.
Oh my.
Yeah, because rolling the dice is spiking it.
Is it?
Well, rolling the dice always spikes it.
Well, that's
Roll
fine.
it on the felt.
Well,
There's a reason we have felt. It's
for
to
your
soften the
purposes, once you're done with messing with the audio, I have 3 successes.
Right.
I have 7.
Don't step.
It's like, if you roll dice over here on this fancy felty part, see, it's super quiet.
Rolling dice always spikes the mic. But anyways,
But if you roll shaking them in your hand.
so 7 successes and what?
3.
3 and 7. So yeah, you guys are rolling fine. About the second day, as you're going, so you're driving along and you're driving during the day, and you're about halfway to Germany at this point, and the ground suddenly shifts unexpectedly, and the front right hover pad just dunks, and the entire car just whoop-a-bam! I need everybody to make me reaction and agility checks.
I have numbers in those.
What happens when a hovercraft makes a pothole?
Okay.
What'd you get, Stan?
1.
1?
Oh no.
Eon goes flying.
I don't even have a flying
Cassio?
style.
I'll up you on that.
Ooh, he goes farther than I do.
What did you glitch?
No.
I got 1, and
Yeah,
by 1 I mean 1 and nothing else.
Critical glitch.
That's a critical
That's
glitch.
critical glitch.
All
he
right.
goes through
Cadmus?
5.
5? Gilda?
5.
5.
7.
And so
me.
the more physically focused, oriented people latch onto the side of the hovercraft as it just dips, and you hear a metal crunch as the front end of the hovercraft hits the ground, and the back end goes up because the hover propulsors are still in the air. Remember that thing Derek told you not to do?
Yeah, I know. Not lose one propulsor. I'm going to try and cut the engine quickly so we stop flying.
Make me an automotive check as Cassio and Eon go flying out of the car. Eon hits the ground and tumbles. I need you to roll me a body check. Cassio keeps going, panicking, hitting the Falcon jump jets, keeps going further,
4.
and then just slams into the ground. Make me a body check, no armor.
4 successes.
Because the armor's what's hurting you.
I got 2.
Alright, you suffer 5 points of physical damage as you went...
Yeah, I'm going to cut the engines and then see what the hell went out from underneath.
4 successes, so yeah, you cut the engine, the back end comes up over...
As it starts
You
to
are
flip,
all upside down.
as it starts to flip, can I catch it?
The ground?
How heavy is this vehicle?
Very.
Right.
Oh,
I'm
remember it
thinking
was-
a Jeep. This is
no.
more of a...
No.
It's an SUV that just got armor plating attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
if
an
it wasn't for the
it's an
armor
armored
plating, I
car.
could probably flip this.
Maybe.
Alright.
Flipping is going to be as simple as like reactivating the
Elephant mode.
The elephant mode.
Elephant mode.
But we need to figure out what the hell just went out
What'd you
from
roll?
underneath us.
That's 0 successes.
You take 10 points of physical damage.
Someone needs to heal this
wow.
boy.
As you crater
So it's
into
a
the
negative
ground.
1. Yeah,
Wow.
I start doing the healing stuff
How
as
many
soon as I
hit points do you
stand up.
have?
Oh,
We're
you guys
gonna-
have at least 9.
When you
Yes,
go
9.
when you go to 0, you do not die instantly. You have bleed out time.
Yes.
Yeah, which is when I
So
yeah.
Cassio hits the ground and just buries in the armor suit.
Yeah, I saw him go farther than me anyway.
Oh
so.
yeah, you hit the ground. So roll heal.
Okay.
He already did, didn't he?
5 points.
5, yeah. All right. I just want to get it down so that we can have a seamless transition, Austin.
We're bad at this.
But you
Let's do this again.
it's fine.
Royal
It's fine.
here.
Too
No, let's-
late.
no, let's do
It's
this
there.
again.
Anyways, it's fine. It's funny this way. So yeah, so
It's
you
funny
heal
this
5.
way.
You're awake.
5 points.
People are laughing at our expense.
You're awake and unconscious. Well, let's try
Awake
again.
and unconscious?
You're
You're
awake.
Awake and
You are
unconscious.
awake. You are woke.
Wait a minute.
You were woke, but you are unconscious.
He's in the astro plane, but
There you go. No, you're awake. You're awake and not unconscious is what I was trying to say.
and I didn't.
And the rest of the people in the car, you have flipped over.
You're upside down.
You are upside down.
So
He doesn't
get out of the
crawl
vehicle and see what the hell we just hit.
Sure. You get out,
maybe.
and as you come out, you find that you've run over a hole.
Like, how deep of a hole is this?
Is
Pretty
there
fucking
anything?
deep.
Is
How
there
big of a
anything?
hole
Oh,
is
nuts!
Not that big. It looks like it
Like, small enough that you can miss it from the road, but
Yeah.
deep enough that it causes the propeller to have a problem.
I'm gonna
yeah,
I'm
because
gonna do
the
another
ground
heal
suddenly
spell.
went from even to not there.
Is there anything in the hole?
Something's gonna crawl out. Something's gonna crawl out and get you.
I take another one of my flares and I drop it down the hole.
It falls about 10 feet. Impacts on dirt.
This is like literally a body-sized hole.
Yeah,
Like someone dug
How
a hole
big
for a
across
body.
is it?
about 3
French
feet.
girl in the hole is.
3 by 10.
Anything down at the bottom that we can see now there's a flare down there?
Dirt.
Just straight down, nothing.
Something either dug this for a body or crawled out of it.
Giant wasp.
Okay, well, you know.
It's,
Matisse is no longer interested. I'm going to go check to see if there's any damage to the vehicle.
it could be.
armored.
It could be what's left of a giant.
He was mostly fine. He managed to
wasp.
cut off the. Carlos managed to cut off the engine before it spun out and killed all of you.
Alright, I'll
Yeah.
flip it back over.
All of us.
Make me a strength body check.
Is it still going to run all right after it's flipped back over?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do another heal spell on him.
Okay.
I gave him 2
You,
points.
so, by the way, your current view, by the way, is dirt.
Yeah.
You're dirt.
Your last view was dirt, too.
You are currently buried, like, waist up in the ground.
As soon as I can start feeling my limbs again,
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I am going to attempt to I guess elephant mud will dig my way out.
Okay.
Grab the ground and push on it.
Grab the ground.
Just
and
push
up. So you engage elephant module and start pushing, and nothing happens. You realize that the strength of the elephant module comes from your legs, which are currently in the air.
And you get 2 more points of damage back.
Great. All right.
I got an 11 to flip the Jeep.
What's your body limit? What's your physical limit?
11.
Okay.
Yeah, you reach out and you grab. You start to move it. It's starting to flip. And it took your physical limit to move it, but you managed to.
Step away like it was nothing.
You do.
Visibly sweating.
Yeah,
he's like physically
he's like
exhausted,
a nice
but
sheet
he's
of sweat on him right now.
and he's shaking. His arms are shaking a little
And
bit.
French, we do not sweat.
We perspire.
I'm going to go walk over to the stake in the ground.
You see legs flailing.
Grab,
And pull.
lift.
Strength body check.
I turn the engine back on and make sure all 4 of the repulsors are working.
Yeah, no, they're working again.
No damage to the vehicle. Thank you.
This one is not nearly
I'm
as
surprised
impressive.
look at what dug its way out of that hole.
Oh, 5 then 2?
Yeah, so
No, 4.
5.
Let's get out of here as fast as
Hang on.
I don't want to find out.
Let's not find out.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. What do you want?
5.
This one was not nearly as impressive. I got 5.
Did you glitch?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
you
yeah,
pulling him out?
he comes over and grabs by the feet.
It would have been great if you had glitched on that and just accidentally pulled him out and then flung him again.
Just pull the legs out.
You are now out of the ground.
Please don't pull me in half. That would be much unappreciated.
I'm
Alright.
going to do another heal.
Yeah.
3. So, get him back to normal. 5? 1, 2. Yeah, 5.
How much?
You were
Are
at 4,
you
right?
taking any stun damage from
I was
doing
down
this?
4.
What?
Are you taking any stun damage from doing this?
No, I haven't yet.
Alright.
I'm done.
All right.
I'm doing that.
Let's get out of here before we find out what dug that hole.
And I'm doing a heal on myself, too.
Okay.
She's already in the passenger seat.
Alright, now that I've lifted him out by the legs, instead of putting him down, I'm just going to throw him over my shoulder and walk over to the Jeep.
Okay.
I get-
He's heavy. He's heavier than the Jeep.
Okay.
Pardon?
Like for consistent carrying.
So
The Jeep required burst
pull.
power. This is consistent weight on your shoulder. It's starting to drag.
Well, dragon's fine.
He might not weigh as much total as the Roadmaster, but he's a smaller surface. So
And more constantly on your shoulder.
And there's no pivoting. Oh, well, I can drag him.
Why are you
I
dragging
can let
him?
him walk, I suppose.
I'm not even going to try to break out of this grip because I know I can't.
No, you
So-
can't. Your strength is increased. It's just not your body that's not.
It's only 6. That's only 1 digit of strength. You think that's going to hold a candle to it?
What's your strength?
10.
I mean,
I mean, you can at least
This
resist.
is my life now.
Go back to the Jeep. Reinsert the mecha elf.
I'm going to step out and make sure all of my limbs got healed to me properly, and that I did not get suddenly healed into a mold of a.
no, you're fine.
Oh,
Okay, good.
okay.
I was afraid I was about to step out of a jelly mold and become Cyberman.
Just like step out and melt. No, you're fine. All right, get the car started. Get going again.
yep.
A few hours later, you see a sign saying, in German, "Welcome to Germany."
Willkommen auf Deutschland.
Yes, that.
Danke.
Yeah.
And as you're crossing the borderline, you notice something interesting. It's about
It's about 10 feet tall.
looks to be a couple miles long.
Hopefully not moving.
Made of various types of metal, embedded in the ground.
Did I find the Autobahn?
No.
Did we find
Is it
the
a big
greatest
ship?
spider car?
Make me what engineering skills do you have?
Industrial mechanics, automotive mechanics, and I think that's cyber mechanics.
Make me an industrial mechanics check.
It's 5. And
May I as well?
Yeah, sure.
Is it a long cylinder thing,
Yeah,
or is it just a
it's
More boxy.
more box?
Alright.
More boxy. It's got some cylinders on the far end though. Like it's sort of
Wait.
like in the ground at an angle.
So it was shot into.
Yeah.
It's an unexploded nuke.
0, 5, 6, 7.
A nuke that's a couple miles long. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yes, this to take out the whole planet. It's from an
How much
alien.
does
It's an
this-
alien
7.
looks like a ship.
Like a water ship?
No,
space.
Or like a airspace
a
ship?
little higher than that.
Like a space shuttle?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, less shuttle, more ship.
I mean, that would make sense. There's kind of been a couple hundred years of apocalypse.
So when,
There's
last,
Nobody
when I went to bed,
Yes.
what status was space travel under?
They had some militarized vehicles that were in space, like high orbit.
Would this have been one of them?
Make me a history check.
So there's not even a word, there's just a hard cut towards the ship.
I have modern history.
That is a spaceship.
Warning first.
I
history check.
have modern history, and I'm going to roll modern history.
Not a history roll.
I don't have any. I mean, I've got my engineering stuff, and then I've got art, fashion, wine, food, and cars.
Let's do a wine
I
check.
don't think those apply.
Yeah, you weren't really. You
I heard that there was space stuff going on. And,
You didn't really care. Didn't matter to you.
You
it wasn't,
spaced
it
out.
wasn't French.
You spaced
Yeah.
out.
So make your roll,
All right.
Zach. It's just like the like water. No air.
2.
Little higher.
2.
So as you guys are coming across, you see in English on the side of the ship as you get closer the SS Daedalus. It seems that, and so that sort of sparks a thing in the back of your head, and you recall information about a joint UN, basically experimental battleship designed to basically hang out in high orbit, like outside the atmosphere, but able to respond quickly to any sort of attack or threat to any of the UN council cities or council states, countries, and it was successfully launched, and it was in the air as far as you recall prior to the incident that destroyed everything. It
I
was
also have apocalypse history. If I could roll that to know more about that
It
incident.
was in the air. It was in the air up to that point for a couple of years. It was in space a couple of years prior to the actual apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure how it got down.
What sort of?
Could I?
How damaged does it look?
It's buried in the ground.
Okay.
What about re-entry burn?
Oh yeah, it's got scorch marks all over it. Like it's pretty beat up looking, but most of the damage appears to have been from hitting the ground. The ground, like the terrain around it, is just buckled up and over it partly. You're pretty certain it probably crashed into a city at some point. Because as you get closer, you're starting to see rubble that looks like it was formerly concrete and brick and things like that.
There's things on that could advance our cause tenfold.
Well, it is one of the most advanced space warships, possibly the most advanced space warships. I'm not too well versed in that.
The
the
only
world.
space warship.
It is also potentially where our refinery factory was.
It may have landed on
It's-
top of it. That's true.
It is not in the 100. It is not in the 100 miles GPS. No, you're not. You're not
It's
close
not.
to it.
It's not where the manufactory is, but well, let's be honest. Anything in there could help us take the manufactory, especially if it's a warship.
But
It is.
Yep. Gilda takes out her gun. Go have fun.
Let's go. See what's inside.
I do not have piloting for space.
I have
vehicles, I'm
aerospace.
afraid.
Well,
You
we
do?
can't
I
fly
have
it.
aerospace.
We can't fly it anyway. We just have to get inside and see what's in it. It's facing the wrong direction for one
I have
thing.
all the piloting skills.
Yeah, sure. It is in the ground.
Yeah, if you want to try to pilot, you got to pull it out of the ground first, and it's not going to be as easy
I don't
as.
think I can make that.
I don't think so either.
That body strength.
You
check.
can certainly try.
I can certainly mark it as a site for Deadlands
yes.
to try and
Yeah.
unearth.
All right.
Enter all the information.
Actually, this would make a heck of a city.
Yeah. It'd be like what was the sea ship in Fallout 3 that ended up being used as a city.
Or
So-
like the city in Trigun.
Yeah.
So as you're getting to it, you're starting to realize how massive what you can see is. Like I said, it's a couple of miles long. From where it hits the ground, it goes up into the air, like at an angle. That's about 2.5, maybe 3 miles long of what
Does
you
it
can
look like
see.
it crashed nose first or
Yes.
engine first?
Yeah,
Nose
and
first.
that's first.
You
gets
can
the
very
engines
clearly
up.
see what looked like from what you know, like rocket technology, which was the most previous cousin to this. It has like what looks to have been some sort of booster engine system on the back end of it, which is what's pointing up into the air.
I'm guessing this thing would have had to have been assembled in space because we couldn't have launched that much stuff all at once.
You have no idea.
But
Neither does Montauk. He just knows that it had been launched.
I know the
He didn't
history of it, not
where
the
was
science of
built.
it.
Yeah.
all right, go to the side, find an. I'm guessing there's no obvious door.
Not from what you can see.
Not.
Can I see any rents that look big enough for us to fit through?
Make me perception checks. Anyone is looking.
Only 6 dice.
Yeah, right.
2 successes.
2 successes, yay.
All right.
That's all I can get.
Wait. 5.
5 successes.
So you guys are looking.
Wait, 6 successes, sorry.
Most of you are just sort of awestruck at the size of the construction. Gilda and Montauk, though, you see where it looks like there was a something stood up to a bit of its impact. Like there's a bit of ground that sort of jutted up and into it. And it looks like it pierced through the hull and rent a little, like a little, large enough for people to get through, at least, tear in the side of it at one part. You guys sort of see that as you're
So
coming
it hit a
up on
rock.
it hit a lot of rock.
Well, it looks like we've got a good entrance over there.
There might have been a small mountain there. Not anymore, but...
The Autobahn was there.
Okay. Should we go inside?
Are people pointing out this entrance?
Yeah, he just said. He already
I
mentioned
mentioned
it.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
That looks like it'll be a good entrance over there.
I walk over to it.
Yeah, if it's pointed out, I'm going to try and bring the vehicle as close to it as I can get.
Yeah, you guys find an entrance.
I'm going to swing my motorcycle over my back and walk up to it.
Well, it's big enough for you to get through.
How big is it big enough for the hover vehicle to get through? Or?
No.
Okay.
It's tall, but it's not wide.
We can widen it.
Let's not play that game.
It's also on a
Yeah, I know.
slant.
So what?
I'm going to walk in.
So imagine taking a hover vehicle into a 90-degree angle.
That's not 90 degrees.
No, 90
That's
degrees.
45.
45 or
45
so.
angle.
Yeah, whatever.
I
Go.
meander in and look around.
All right, you meander in and find yourself on a deck slant. There's a wall that you're almost basically walking on based on the angle. And you find you're in sort of a hallway.
What's down this hallway?
A couple of doors, and a hallway going up the thing.
I assume being a UN initiative, there's tons of languages on everything. So
Yeah, everything's got 4 or 5 languages.
Cool.
Currently, you're in maintenance of some kind.
I'm going to open a door.
Right, like one below you.
Sure.
All right, just the first one you come to.
Yeah. What does it say on it?
Storage.
Open.
You kick it, and it chink, chink. You look down, and you see something laying on a rack, at the bottom of the room.
What's it look like?
Tyler, what do you look like?
You see a young woman, elven in nature. She's small, wearing a combat armor, but otherwise, or combat jacket, but otherwise pretty simple things. Hair tied back in a small ponytail. Few scratches on her, but otherwise just a sweet, unassuming little girl.
Currently sleeping.
Maybe
Is she French
mid-20s.
looking?
Make me a perception check.
Do I get advantage from being Matisse Dubois?
No, because how do you define French looking?
Well, there are physical attributes, hair color, eye shape, facial features. Look, if you're a true racist, you know. I mean, one success and I super glitch.
Looks like an elf more than anything else.
Okay.
Like you're thinking like this is like classical Tolkien elf looking
Okay.
elf.
Means nothing to me.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're gonna point it
I'm
out?
going to. Is there anything of value in the room?
No, it looks like this person had been using the supply room as some form of bedroom of some kind. There's a ladder. There's actually a makeshift ladder connecting the door, like the doorway that you're standing at,
Okay.
down to like the floor.
Hello?
You hear her French accent.
Hello. Pleasure to meet you. Sorry, I was surprised.
What language are you speaking in?
She is speaking in French.
Mademoiselle! I will extend a hand.
It's a bit too far for your hands.
Wait.
It looks like in life, this room was probably like 20 feet long, like 20 foot by 20 foot square
Yeah.
storage area. So she's 20 feet down from you.
Yeah, responding in French. I apologize. I did not mean to startle you. I was not expecting to see any other people.
Oh, well, it is. Apologies, monsieur. Well, this is quite surprising, but it is good to see a friendly face, even on as gruff as yourself. But my manners. I'm so sorry. Please.
I would like you to know that his face is very well kept and polished, and his horns have a sheen to them that only way too much time caring about your personal appearance can achieve.
For Taylor's benefit, why don't everybody describe yourselves?
All right, I am a. So both trolls tend to be bulbous and overweight. I'm much more
Svelte.
And put a lot of time into my physical appearance and refining my pectorals and polishing the horns and slicking back the hair, and the little elbow spikes and calcium deposits have been, ground to a nice, angular, sleek look. He wears a sleek black motorcycle jacket. It's clearly armored, but it also has been emblazoned in the corner with the French flag. And he has a motorcycle helmet under strapped to his side in the colors of the French flag. And he has the Delacroix slung over his back, which is his motorcycle, which has been decaled in the colors of the French flag.
So red, white, and blue.
And it says on the side, "Liberty leading the people" in French.
Can you hear the people sing songs?
Allow me to rephrase that last one.
It is wonderful to see a fellow Frenchman in such a dreary place. It's enough to make a mademoiselle faint.
And she falls back to sleep.
Such a display of egregiously sexist femininity. How can this prejudiced Frenchman resist?
We found his weakness. Initiate Protocol 6. Wait, what? It's when she turns into a robot, kills you.
Do not worry. We will protect you. You have been living on your own like this for how long?
Is it me, or did he just get a little bit more predatory?
Oh, it has been so long since my family. Oh, my family. Oh, it was horrible. I cannot think of it.
I can't tell what they're saying, but I'm fairly certain that this woman is in danger from this man.
Excuse me, she says in English. I heard that.
Sure you did, man.
Her English
I apologize.
is rough, but passable.
I'll speak back.
It's about like Matisse's.
I'll speak back in French. I can tell it's the language of the hour, apparently. I apologize. This, our group is a bit ragtag and not precisely keen in manners most of the time.
May I inquire as to how good your French is?
My French, I have 3 points in French.
Okay, so
I have good
Fluent,
French.
not native.
I just think she was.
The dwarf, by the way, of the group is the gruff looking one. He's half of his body is replaced with metal at this point. His entire left arm is cybernetics. It's big, bulky, mostly built for function rather than looks. His right eye. I keep switching now. It's his left arm and his right eye. His right eye is entirely cybernetic, and it's got the sort of the Terminator obvious cybernetic lines and the glowing red pupil. He's got like a welding mask on his head, and the very armored jacket of an engineer on the battlefield. He's very much got the battlefield engineer look, and the massive red beard.
I got it.
I am currently in a suit of full-body, high-tech power armor right now.
It is sleek and black and gorgeous.
But
Covered with a bit of dirt.
oh, right.
We would have.
I'm assuming we buffed that.
I'm sure we could have. Yeah, would have done that.
Just let it blow off in the wind.
Gilda she's also a dwarf, and she is broader build, very solid looking. She looks a little rough, but she's all still there. None of her's metal. And she has a long braid that goes down in front of her. Her hair is like a deep chestnut brown with hints of red in it. And she is currently face planted on Cosmos' shoulder from the sight that just happened.
It's like,
Yes.
And I'm just an elf with got a black jacket, but kind of white, like almost like a karate suit, like pajamas type underneath.
So
And-
you threw like a black long coat on your pajamas.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it's about all it looks like.
Okay.
Yep.
You have been living in this ship?
We. I have found ways to make do. There is some food that grows on the surface. I am so careful to go up there. And there are many machines. Of course, I do not understand how they work.
is this back in French?
Yes.
Okay. So all Cosmos is hearing is like dainty French.
I speak French. I can understand it.
I'm going to go ahead and... you mentioned your family, of course.
I will note that this conversation is happening over a 20-foot drop.
Are you,
Just in case anyone wants to rectify that. There's a ladder.
you gonna come up?
But please, I have had no guests in so long. Join me. There is so little food, but I wish to share. I wish to know all of you. Let me. She gathers around.
Do not worry. I pull out some of the rations, some of the jerky, and see if I can prepare a culinary masterpiece.
You climb down, or are you just doing it in the doorway?
I'm going to climb down and
Okay, so when he climbs down, maybe
With a motorcycle over his shoulder.
Yep,
Yeah.
yes.
it's a little tight squeeze, but he gets it.
All right. Perfect. I'm gonna spend an edge.
Cooking is important.
Life is so good. Life is ridiculous.
You broke your limit, so
Another 7 successes on the culinary check.
so there's bits of you find what look like mostly untouched processed rations. Mm-hmm. Like they were like fresh out of something like a thing that makes things. I can't think of the word I'm trying to use. But a fabricator. Face that like a fabricator, like something that makes like prepackaged foods. And you open it up. It's mostly like MREs, but you find some stuff and mix that with the beef and get some hot water in there. That you have a kettle that works off of the thing, so you go grab it, pour some water in, and you manage to make a pretty decent amount of food from what you have available in the room and on the car.
I pity I can't use my wine knowledge to produce a bottle of wine out of nowhere. But
No.
This is a wonderful meal. Oh,
Yeah.
I am overwhelmed.
7 successes is a very hard check, so that's basically like a 5-star restaurant meal.
Not quite with the ingredients of a 5-star restaurant.
No,
but
if,
well, I mean, nowadays actually,
good.
have you seen some of these 5-star restaurants?
if like a world famous chef were to make food with what he had at his disposal, basically.
So, Gordon Ramsay.
No.
Oh, no.
Goodness, no.
Robert
Someone who's
Irvine.
actually a good cook.
Remember, he's
see your
British, not
opinion.
French.
So
It's not French, of course.
Man.
I apologize. I do not believe we have introduced ourselves here. I am Cassio Montag. We, as a group, represent a conglomerate of survivors near the Carpathian Mountains. So,
Dog.
No, the dog's outside.
Huh.
I'm hearing footsteps.
I heard something fall over. Oh, cat.
The cat probably knocked something
It was
out.
a single step. It wasn't like footsteps.
you also thought you heard her voice earlier, so.
So did he.
I didn't.
what?
Anyways.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
Pleasure, she says, holding out her hand.
Well,
I know exactly where this is going, but I'm in a mech suit.
As it is, she says with a small curtsy.
while everyone else is heading down that ladder to meet and greet the new person, I'm looking around for other passageways through this ship.
Sure,
Yeah, since
you
I
can
can't
find-
hear
I do get
anything,
to
I'm going
flip
to follow
out.
him because I can't hear what they're saying anyway. So.
Yeah, I can't understand the French.
Yeah,
so.
the two of us can't understand French, so we're going to take a walk.
Gilda's still with Codmus. She just looks at him. Oh, we could leave them right now.
I'm very tempted.
Yeah, no, you can find there are so it's
You're not going to leave me because I have that
it's-
armor you want.
Yeah, I know. You have
it's,
the power.
it's harder to get
I've downloaded the schematics, so.
It's harder
Okay.
to get up because there's not really a lot of easy way to. It's not intended to climb; it's intended to walk.
Well, fortunately, I've got a cyber hand that has hand raisers, so.
But you can go down a little bit easier.
I will down
Still
towards the
keep going
cockpit,
down?
so.
Yeah, you guys.
Well,
so,
Do we want to see what's down there? Just, I mean, you might
I-
want to. You want to take stuff out of there anyway,
I want to bring stuff back.
right? So we'll go down to the cockpit, I guess.
I don't want to be down there. I'm going with you.
so make me a logic. Is there like a pathfinding or
There's survival.
investigation of some
Survival.
kind? Is there an investigation skill?
here, hand me the book.
I don't know.
I could, if you want, I could use my logic aerospace just to find pathways through it. Through
Yeah,
a spaceship.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
use the logic
spaceship. Yeah,
aerospace.
sure.
For now.
It's only 4 dice for my aerospace because I never expected to actually fly a spaceship. But
You're not flying a spaceship. This thing is quite thoroughly out of commission.
1, 2, 3, 4.
If you wish to
successes.
explore, I would love to help you find what you are looking for.
I think we're already gone.
Navigation.
Navigation would be it. But I mean,
She
aerospace
hears that
also
in the
works.
distance. She like pushes you forward.
It's like we're
Go now.
Yeah,
Yeah, you didn't even see them. You just saw like some of them come down and others not come down.
Yeah, like there's
Yeah.
like as three people
We just
came
wave.
down, there were another three that were in the doorway. And just kind of
We just kind of wave and yeah.
Will you not join us? She says English. Broken English.
very broken English. Sorry, I got a spaceship to explore.
I can help you find what you're looking for.
I apologize for the xenophobic nature of this group.
There's only one xenophobe in this group.
Francophobic.
He is French.
Francophobic would be the correct statement.
Now,
It's not so much a fear as a hatred.
Same thing.
I would like to ask, however, you mentioned, of course, your family. I assume there was a group of survivors?
Yes.
I will offer my French shoulder to cry on.
Do I have to?
French shoulder.
I mean,
God.
I could,
So wrong.
I could certainly,
So, older brother, how's it going over there?
I could certainly roll to see if you're being completely fake and
Be on the
no.
other
yeah,
side
right.
of the table where it's
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
Feel free to
What
roll.
would that even be?
Empathy is a skill.
No, do you have
I have negotiate.
Isn't there a bluff check type thing?
They're certainly lying.
There's lying.
Let me check out the social skills.
What do you have?
It'd be your intuition and
I
something.
mean, negotiation.
Oh, hold on. It's what's it called? Judge intentions.
Yeah, judge intentions. That's it.
Yeah, it's a stat under your attributes. It's a derived stat.
What is it?
I believe it's intuition and charisma.
Charisma. Yes, I think
Yeah,
it. Yeah, that's right.
intuition, charisma.
Intuition. and
I
charisma.
can make that.
Ooh. 2-4.
All right. So now's the time of the show where I roll 15 dice.
I think it's
Yes.
con and con charisma.
Yeah.
And now I roll 15 dice because guess what? I was kind of built for this.
Hey, social character, do that social thing that you social so social.
And that was a decent roll. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Good luck, pal. That's 8 successes.
All right.
Oh, he's pushing it.
Exploding sixes.
So that was 9 successes. So, this person seems entirely genuine.
All right.
I can tell by the player's laugh that this is a falsehood.
This is interesting.
But I have to roleplay it, so.
I mean, it might not be a falsehood. It might just be there might be something.
It might just be an exaggeration.
Yeah, it might just be an exaggeration. But as far as you can tell, this person is entirely genuine.
Wow.
What?
Yes. Oh, we came here and then there was a horrible, evil thing happened.
Is he picking up?
Yeah, pick it up.
I'm having visions of what's her
Leaning
name in
towards the mic a little
Firefly.
bit.
And, well,
Saffron. Yeah.
What now?
I'm having visions of Saffron from Firefly.
I
Why?
survived only on my talents. My strange penchant for the... Oh, it is horrible. I hate to admit it. But you see, I have... Ever since I was a wee lass, I have had a little skill in... magic.
Do I detect that tone shift? Is that an actual thing that you're actually doing?
It's like sort of like a hesitation on the word
Yes.
magic.
I am a magician. That is how I survived when all of my family has died.
We are well
She
familiar.
buries her face in your shoulder.
I pat. This is weird. I pat her head. Yeah.
You played Sapphire the Kobold in the World of Warcraft game. Don't give me that.
I'm
but
just
that was
giving them some space here.
You want to come over, sit over here?
Can I be not on the side of the table right now?
I got a mic over here.
A couple games ago, I ended up married to a 14-year-old. Now,
She was 15. I'm about
15,
to be
I'm
over with you, Liam.
I don't want to know.
Give them some space. No.
Anyway. Don't worry. Our group is well familiar with the uses of the talents of magic. Tell me, though, where exactly did you come from? Surely you were possibly nomadic or living somewhere outside of this ship.
We came here from a great journey. Always finding crash sites. My father, he was a great engineer and he could fix anything up. We saw this site from afar using a telescope on a tower. And we thought it would be the best place to hide and live, so we made the journey here, and it was all safe until we were attacked.
What were you attacked by?
Oh my god.
We will find it and take vengeance.
Oh my god!
The knight with the shining motorcycle.
Just don't feel safe over here.
They were subhuman monsters.
They were Germans?
So just to give you some back.
I got the backstory.
No, to give you some clarification, like, there's all manner of, like, if you can imagine any type of monster, it exists. Like, ghouls and goblins are fared, pretty common, so are a wide variety of other mutated creatures and dragons.
They were
Water now.
radiation.
I shoot you with glare, by the way, because I'm half German, but you can't quite notice it because I'm still in the power armor. I just kind of look at you for a moment and look immediately back.
aren't you half German, half Italian?
Yeah, German-Italian.
And I'm German Swedish, so
They were. What would you call them? They were remnants. They were once normal humans, but their souls were half drained to death. And now they wander the earth.
That sounded German.
No essence left in them. They are but a shell of a man, driven by hunger to feed, but all of their humanity sucked dry by evil sorcery.
Oh,
Make me a biology check.
What?
Biology.
Biology?
That
Gotcha.
just sounds kind of like a ghoul.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3. 1, 2.
I'm
One,
gonna
two, three.
pop into the astral realm and
5.
look around and see if there's anything going on.
I recently took actual points in biology, but it's not like I matter when I glitch.
and you got one success.
yeah, 1 success and 3.
Oh, right, never mind. Actually,
You still glitch. There's not a
One
I
quick.
got all my
Success,
edge
glitch.
points back, actually, to be rested.
Yes, do that.
Yeah, you can use
Yes.
the edge to reroll all those failures.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
reroll
do-
those ones. because
all
that's
the failures, everything that doesn't
All
succeed,
cards?
you can reroll.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
Right, they just don't explode like the 6s would.
yeah.
And it doesn't negate the number of ones you had, it adds to it.
Make me a perception check in the astral plane.
That's 3 successes then.
And while you
Yeah,
guys are rolling
and you
those
only roll
dice-
2 ones, so
Okay,
it's no
sorry.
longer a glitch.
Yeah.
So what do you?
3 successes on bio.
Okay. Did you roll anything?
What? No, I'm just
So I mean, it could be ghouls, could be goblins, could be something like more mutated than that. Just from the description alone, there's a variety of things in that vein that it could be. If it was something that was more dangerous than a ghoul or a goblin, which are pretty dangerous by themselves, but there have been reports of more sentient variations, or more sapient, I should say, variations of ghouls. Things that are a little bit more powerful and more intelligent that some hunters have seen from a distance but never actually interacted with.
Alright. So,
They don't have a reference to them. They don't have like a name for them, but some people have referred to them as vampires.
alright. That could be any number of things. Ghouls, goblins. I would like to ask, however, you did mention, again, were you mostly wandering before you came to this ship?
I mean, the armor has a magical essence.
Yeah.
She has a magical essence. Currently, she's like... her essence is like sort of shifting emotionally, like she's sort of a little all over the place, which you kind of expect from the distraught French one.
Yeah.
Everything else, so there are active spirits in the ship around you, and other magical things similar to the suit that he's wearing.
Really?
Yeah, very similar in sort of design to the suit that he's wearing. Sort of not as active as they were, but still flowing around
Also, the
you.
suit, they stopped using spirits because they drove people crazy. His is just hermetic magic.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same sort of like hermetic magic.
Yeah. It's like hermetic magic binding the thing, but there's also some spiritual activity in it as well.
Okay.
That may have just been things that were attracted to it after it crashed.
Yeah.
But there's not much else. Like, was there anything else in particular you were looking for, or just looking around?
No, I'm just checking to see if there's any auras. I mean, she mentioned weird magical creatures, and I wanted to...
Nothing. Nah, other than the ship itself and her and the suit, there's not much
right.
magical in the area.
Hop
And
back.
you, obviously.
Just took a glance in,
Now, we should be able to deal with these monsters, whatever they are, when we find them. What I would like to know, of course, for the good of hopefully being able to unite with other survivors would be, where exactly did you come from before you got to the ship? Were you mostly wandering? Was there a central location that your group stuck with mostly?
We had traveled so often. We had survived in some old caves from a very ancient war before the apocalypse, in a place called Verdun, but I have not seen it since I was a wee lass.
I see.
Well, do not worry. And you are safe with us now. There is no need for more questions. She is clearly distraught. She needs to relax.
Would you guys like to sit next to each other? So I can swap.
Come. You said you could show us around the ship.
Oui. Let me show you to one of the farms that we put on the surface. It is hidden away. We have wonderful mushrooms, and I have started a vineyard. Also, I'm afraid that the grapes may be a little radioactive.
It will only enhance the flavor of the wine.
So, meanwhile, the other three.
Oh, I'm glad we're not there.
I kind of wish I wasn't there.
You brought this on yourself.
Well,
Frankenpile.
So, you sort of, while exploring, you sort of make your... What was your number of successes?
4.
Okay. So, you very quickly make your way...
Sorry, 5.
down through. You make your way down through maintenance corridors, being careful not to fall because it's at an angle.
Steep.
It's very easy to trip. And you find yourself in what you imagine is probably one of the engine rooms.
Actually, can I find my way to like not necessarily an armory, but like a equipment locker?
You've pretty easily determined that you're on a maintenance level. Mm-hmm. You're not sure which direction you'd have to go to get to barracks level.
Yeah, if I could find my way to an equipment locker, it was a space vessel. Theoretically, they might have some mag boots in storage, which would allow us to walk a little easier on the
Potentially.
on the levels.
Although mag boots are designed for use in space, not
They are, but
gravity.
they'll at least help us walk.
Yeah.
You know, help us keep steady.
But you do find your way to one of the engine rooms, and you notice that this is an engine room below where you started. So you immediately figure, oh, either this thing has multiple engine rooms that power the back engine, or it's got more than just the forward thrusters. Yeah, the three of you are in some sort of engine room. There's a massive. There's sort of taking up the center of the room is a massive cylindrical
Reactor.
looks like it must be a reactor, but not the kind you're familiar with.
Does it look like the one from the Ares facility?
It looks very similar to the one from the Ares facility, but not quite the same. It is currently powered down.
I'm seeing a little bit of familiarity with the Magitech reactor from the Ares facility. Leon, you think you can take a look?
For look for magic stuff? Or just, yeah. All right, I'm going to try to prop myself.
Just project, yeah, you sort of like...
I got to lean, yeah, I got to lean against something.
There's plenty of counters in here that you can sit on.
Yeah, I was going to sit down and veg out.
So yeah, you project astrally and you start seeing, there's lots of straight lines of magical energy connecting things and connecting to the reactor. It looks very much like the other reactor did, except this is entirely hermetic magic. So it's a hermetic magic reactor that's got this sort of like sharp angled turns that sort of crisscross into a strange almost helix formation throughout the reactor. And then spread back out throughout the ship. The magical pathways are still active, but it's off currently.
Right.
And you do also see like the occasional like spirit that's been attracted to this here and there.
And what are they doing? Are they following the lines, or are they just kind of roaming around?
They're just sort of roaming. They're not like following anything in particular.
They're not following. Okay.
It seems like they just like the feel here.
Okay.
You do notice that these are hermetic spirits.
Yeah.
Like these aren't the kind of spirits you would summon.
Right. Okay. I'm going to zip back to my body and report where all the, point out where all the lines were.
Reactor.
Yeah.
Well, if we could get it back online, we might actually be able to get some functionality. Maybe find a map of the facility.
Do I see any way to start it up?
I mean, there's a computer console. It's powered down, though.
See if I can use my portable battery and...
Give me a engineering aerospace mechanics. Or you don't have aerospace mechanics, do you?
I have industrial mechanic.
So it's going to be
industrial mechanic, auto mechanic, and cyber mechanic.
You find the kinds of mechanics.
Is aerospace a separate type of mechanic? Let me know about that.
No, I do have aeromech because I think it was.
Let me find the engineering skill group.
I think it was it was aeromech.
There's aeronautics, automotive, industrial, and nautical.
Yeah, I took everything. I took everything but nautical.
So it'd be aeronautics then.
Yeah. So 4 in that, and then my logic.
Yep.
So I know how to fix this thing apparently.
I mean, well, it's got similarities. It's not exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's a combination of aeronautics and industrial mechanics.
That's going to be
both of those.
5.
And Magitech mechanics, which none of you have.
It's going to be 5.
5?
Yeah.
You figure that there's not much you can do from here. The startup instructions, you very quickly realize that this is started up from a different location. This is a monitoring station. So they monitor the reactor directly here, and they have an emergency cutoff here. But the startup is likely. It seems likely that it and any other engines that are on the ship have to be started from probably either central engineering or the cockpit. Yeah.
Okay. Looks like we won't be able to start this up from here. Let's try and find our way. Well, the only place where we know is the cockpit, which will be at the very front.
Right.
So let's keep heading that
keep
direction.
going that way.
All right. Meanwhile, back with the other group. Where are you taking them?
I wind them through the ship, and although we start to go down one path, I change my mind and decide there's a faster way, and then take them straight to the garden where I'm growing mushrooms and herbs and an attempt at grapes.
Nope.
Does it look like...
So actually, the garden is inside, and it's actually It's like it looks like it was previously like a botanical lab. Everything's sort of growing up the wall, and there's a massive gash in the side of the thing where light pours in and environmental everything. It's just basically repurposed what was already here.
Yeah. How like what kind of food is it?
And as you guys do walk in, your Geiger counter does start ticking up a bit.
Just a bit.
What's the Geiger counter ticking up from? Just atmosphere or...
You're pretty certain there's some latent radiation in the room. Not harmful levels yet,
Okay.
but
I'd like to take a look at the grapes.
sure.
Assess their quality.
Make me a food roll. Knowledge food.
Food or wine?
Knowledge wine. Yeah.
Ooh, 5 successes.
So these are actually a fairly rare type of grape. You imagine that they must have brought them with them from France. The name eludes you, but you do know that this is one of the key ingredients to making a particular ambrosia wine, which is a very expensive and ludicrously delicious wine, made in France, of course, but seems to have been transplanted here. It's slightly more radioactive than it used to be, but
Not harmfully so?
not harmfully so.
How well is it growing?
It could be growing better. It's definitely not in ideal conditions, but the fact that it has a little bit of the whatever sort of soil is in the bed seems to be particularly particularly rich. Yes.
Okay.
By the way, you mentioned your character had, like, wounds of some variety? Or not?
Yeah, just a few
Scratch it.
scratches, but they're mostly healed over.
Is there any way I can... Can I at all identify what those could possibly be from?
Sure.
Like medicine check.
Yeah, you mustn't check.
Medicine. What do I have for medicine again? Right.
Logic medicine.
Logic, medicine. You make a lot of logic checks.
Yes, it's a very good thing. Except for when I roll 3 1s. I have a lot of edge, though. So you know what? Fine. I'm just going to spend my second edge point for the day because that was...
And all of that edge. Come on. You don't need it.
You have a ton of edge, don't you?
Edgelord.
I do have a ton of edge.
He has a
He is an edgelord.
He is indeed an edgelord.
That's 5 successes.
5 successes. How'd you get the scars? Like, where are they at on you?
They're indications of someone clawing at me, and maybe someone striking me with a knife.
Yeah, so it definitely looks like these are battle wounds. Like this is that story about being attacked by maybe ghouls seems a little bit more credible when you're looking at these sort of scars.
And they were magically healed.
Yep.
All right.
Not that we have any experience with magical healing.
You have
If magical healing leaves a mark, then...
It does. I mean,
I
magical
must
healing.
look very special right now.
Yeah, you haven't stepped out of that suit yet.
Oh, that's just the one.
No, I did
Just
check.
once.
I did get out of it in the hovercraft.
Oh, you got out.
Yeah,
I thought
to
you got
check
out of
it was
the,
a set.
I thought you got out of the hovercraft. So
No, to check if I had, jello mold it or anything.
no. You do have some fresh scars though,
Yeah.
sort of up and down your arms and legs, just from where they split apart from the pressure.
Yeah.
Also, the inside of your suit's a little mucky.
That's what I cleaned out.
Yeah. So yeah, you are in a garden currently.
How long
Anything
have
else?
these plants been
Matisse?
growing?
I mean, obviously, the grapes are good for wine. I'm guessing the other foods are just, your basic.
Yeah, mushrooms, other things that can grow on the surface currently.
So I'm going to go ahead and ask. So, how long have you been here then?
A few months.
How long since the incident? The attack, I should say.
Hold on. How long since the incident?
Yeah.
Since the,
When your family was
Oh,
killed.
only a few days. I am still recovering.
Did I see
The body.
So, I assume, did the monsters come from outside then? So the monsters came from outside then? Why have you not relocated? This doesn't seem, of course, to be a safe place to be. They could return any day.
The surface is unsafe. My powers allow me to sense life coming. If you had not come so quickly, I could have sensed you.
And would they not have come quickly, though? That is the danger. And since your group wandered the surface before, surely you are familiar with being able to survive on the surface.
Our vehicle was destroyed.
Perhaps we could see the wreckage. We have a member of our party who is particularly good with vehicles.
Of course. If my father had taken it down to the hangar.
I assume that's probably where the rest of our party might be headed later anyway, so... I am trying to rip apart your story. Like, do it in character.
Cross-examine.
My horrible story. Because I know you are completely illegitimate and you're going to stab us all in the back. My character just wants information, and that's a character. I just need to wait until my character sees
You don't
a
have
blatant
any reason to
contradiction.
believe the story is illegitimate.
I don't. Until I find that hole.
What if all the stuff we're doing over here is just to make you paranoid? Because you know
And it's
it'll work.
working.
I was about to say, knowing
Holly,
both my
stop
brother,
looking over people's shoulders.
knowing my brother and
see
John,
anything.
this is actually very likely to be occurring. They could be passing back and forth. Isn't it funny how much we're making Zachary squirm?
It's so much fun. Anyways, so
Oh, jeez.
Literally turn you off. Okay.
Ah, that scared me.
Clearly you didn't literally turn it off.
Anyway,
all right.
does the lovely tour continue?
Yes, let me show you to the hangar. It is quite breathtaking.
So
Although it reminds me of my father.
they're gonna die. We're just gonna going.
But with you at my side, I can be strong.
We're the two tankiest members of the party. So, you know.
Okay, I know what you want to be between you.
There's a mic over here.
Do not want to be between you.
This is the bad episode to not be visual.
Oh, it's terrible.
I'm so sorry that you guys can't see this. I apologize.
I want to move my stuff over next to William. I don't feel comfortable.
I'm so sorry. Oh, blame the computer. Anyways.
Yes, we'll go to the hangar.
While you guys are moving around, back to there. Where are you heading next?
Out of the cockpit.
Into the cockpit. All right, it's going to take you a while.
Yeah.
As you start walking, you realize you've probably walked gone down because it's a little bit easier to go down than it is back up.
Yeah.
You've probably gone about, just thinking about it, a mile or two into the ground.
Yeah, we're below the earth by now.
Yeah. So, this is a massive vessel, whatever it was.
I'm keeping a record of where we've been with my trophy.
Yep.
I'm just slowly mapping out the facility based on what I've seen of the
The
room.
next big, so you find yourself in sort of residential areas. You've gone the worst steps going up for you. They were just going slightly forward.
Yeah, it's like
You found a set of staircases. You found a staircase that took you up into what appears to be some sort of residential area. Make me perception checks.
Also, by the way, I'd like to message them with the trophy. Because I assume, they're all linked up. I message them.
Right.
Just going to message them to look out for mutant humanoids. The survivor we found said she was attacked by them.
You send that message, and it responds unable to send message.
Right, because all the metal. And radioactive metal and bad signal.
And under the ground.
Through a lot of metal.
Underground through metal, yeah.
Also 4. Sorry, I held up 5.
It's like, I don't know why you're holding it up.
4.
Thank you, 4. Yeah.
4.
I rolled a 1.
4?
You rolled a
That's
1?
it.
Ah, good.
Everyone
You don't
has
see
4.
anything. Everyone else? Yeah.
the two of us.
So the other two of you find yourself in. So you were looking out for the armory, and you do indeed find it. It's locked.
I have a welding hand.
You do. And as you start welding, cut back to everybody else. So you guys are going down.
Boy.
You guys are going down towards where Marie has indicated the hangar is going to be. You end up having to climb sort of a little bit further up and then go back down again to get away from the garden. And I need you to make me perception rolls, everyone.
Alright.
That's a roll I can make. Then again, I also thought I could make a judge intentions roll.
You did make a judge intentions roll.
How do you do a
It's
perception?
intuition, perception. Perception is a skill. If you don't have it, it's just intuition.
Pure intuition.
Now we're in a world of pure intuition.
1 for me.
5 successes.
And a 1.
So you're
one
fine.
success, one.
Yeah, you haven't glitched.
Yeah, you only glitch if you make more ones than you make
Okay.
successes.
Okay.
That's 5 successes.
5 successes. Matisse?
4.
4. So Marie's just sort of walking ahead, sort of blasé, not paying attention, and the two of you hear sort of a scratching sound
Coming from where?
coming from one of the rooms on the left as you're walking down this hallway. Well, up this hallway.
But do you hear that?
Hear what?
More like
Are there any doors on the left side?
yeah.
I'm gonna go listen to the door.
You hear something moving quickly.
You may want to stand back. I believe there is something in here with us. Do
Ready?
not worry. We will take care of the problem.
I ready my shield.
Open the door.
You've used that shield mode a lot more than any of the weapon modes.
That's because that's who I am.
You open the door, and there's some quick movement in the room, but it's mostly dark, so you can't really tell what it was.
Even thermally?
Well, you haven't turned it. You have to focus to turn on thermal.
Yeah.
It was just really quick because you were previously in the light, and you wouldn't want to have thermal on while you're doing that. And you see before you sort of a rend in the ship that looks like it leads into an underground cavern of some kind. Maybe the ship sort of intersected with a cavern system at some point.
I imagine that would have collapsed the cave, though.
Probably, yeah.
Well,
So
Or
it was made since the crash, most likely.
or just opened up a path if the cave was particularly sturdy.
Maybe.
Or it collapsed it and it was very easy to reopen.
But yeah, so you're in a what looks like it was another storage room with a hole in the ground on the wall, and something dodged out of sight when you open the door.
Did it dodge out of the room entire, like into the tunnel, or?
Well, you're sort of at the doorway right now, so it went beyond what you can see. You have to step in to see more.
I look back. This room, it leads into a cavern.
Oh, it looks unfamiliar to me. I should have taken a different route.
Do not worry. I will make sure nothing in here is able to harm you. Is there anything particularly valuable in here?
Not that you can tell. There's some boxes and some chests that haven't been opened, so they might be valuable. You have to open them up to find out.
What is it? What kind of storage is this, or is it just say storage?
Looks like it just says storage. It's a military vessel, so military storage. You don't know.
So setting off an explosive, probably bad.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Potentially
especially
bad.
I will ready myself and step into the room, ready to.
So make me a reaction intuition check as you step into the room.
All right.
I'm going to hang back right at the entrance to the door. And there's no... Do I have to do any special preparation to cast magic?
No, you just cast it when it's your turn.
Okay. I'll be ready with magic.
I'll step basically right near the doorway with shield up. Basically, if something tries to rush the doorway, I will be a door.
5 successes.
Okay. I need you to roll body and armor.
Nice.
In other words, I have
I
something
need
to
you
put
to roll
myself in
body
prime
number
position
twice.
for backstabbing.
Twice.
Yes. No armor penalty, just body armor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4,
Just
5,
make like a
6,
yordle and launch yourself off of a
7,
cannon
8,
shot.
9.
Right. So you take 3 points of damage from the first one, and 4 points of damage from the second one.
Wow!
As 2 emaciated-looking humanoid, black-skinned, like ebony black-skinned creatures just latch onto the side of you and bite. And as they bite down, you feel blood being pulled out of your veins.
Vampire Reapers?
I need you to make me a body check.
These things do ridiculous amounts of damage.
I rolled very well.
Are we talking like Reaper ebony skinned or just like something else?
We'll find out when you get a better look at them.
I'm not there to get a better look at it.
4
I
successes?
feel like we will get a better look at them in a moment.
You lose 1
On the
point of
autopsy
body.
report?
No, from
No, when we shotgun a few.
when he opens up the armory.
You lose 1 point
When
of
I
body
open up the
as
armory
these
and pull out
things.
and grab the
they
minigun
look-
to shoot them.
They look
Grab
like
the miniguns in the
elves, but black skin and black hair,
Vampire Drow.
and sort of an emaciated figure.
Alright.
And they seem to, and as you, they're sort of latched onto you, and as the blood pours out of you and into one of them, you feel their sort of arms get a little tighter around you.
Do not hurt my friend!
Shall we initiative?
Yep, let's roll initiative. So initiative is going to be a D. It's going to be a D8. You should have it written down.
D6.
I have-
D6 plus
Never
8.
have I been more glad to
No,
split
no,
the
I'm
party.
sorry.
So it's
So glad I am not.
Isn't,
I wish I weren't here.
yeah, but
so-
oh, you don't roll the number every time. You roll.
No.
I knew it would be a
So
bad idea to sit
initiative
between the
is-
two of you guys.
it's initiative is like reaction plus intuition.
Yeah, so it is the 7 plus whatever I roll for D. So this wasn't a roll once. This was- I got it.
Yeah, so 7 plus a D6.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright.
In all of your initiatives like that.
I roll a 6, so I have a 13 initiative.
All right.
13.
25.
Yes.
Oh,
I
he
told
has
you.
all of these insane
I told you.
bonuses to
I got
initiative. It's insane.
He also rolls 3d6 instead of 1d6.
That is incorrect.
His-
46?
I rolled
his-
46
Okay.
instead of 1d6.
His low is higher than my high.
The lowest I can roll is 14.
All right.
6, 12. Oh,
So,
it's same as
Matisse,
my
you're
high.
first.
This thing needs to be dead
There are two things.
immediately.
There are 2 things on you.
Pick up one, hit it with the other.
How sturdy do they seem to be?
Sturdier than they did a minute ago.
I mean, I'm kind of tempted to do something a little bit dangerous because it's less dangerous than what they are.
There's only 2 of them, so.
Do you know what happens when you strap a grenade to someone's back?
It explodes.
Yeah. And then that provides cushioning for me, right? To a degree.
Are you about to hug this person with a
He's
grenade?
gonna hug-
Depends
yeah.
on the kind of grenade.
He's gonna.
Typically, frag grenades are better for that. High explosive would.
High explosive wouldn't care, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna frag this problem.
Okay. So they're sort
Point
of
blank.
on you on the sides. Like one's like wrapped around you like on this shoulder, and the other one's wrapped around you on this shoulder.
I swear I've seen this scene in an anime before where the character just pulls out 2 grenades, pulls the pin, and then gives someone a hug.
That would be Helsing, I believe.
Yes. Well, welcome to that being my answer.
Ting.
Boom.
Just pull it and go.
Well, it would hurt my hands a lot.
It would hurt you a lot too. Like you'll have some cushioning, not a lot.
But
Mostly because they're on you, so you'd have to hold the grenades like here.
Well,
Yeah.
If you just
I've got
hung it on
adhesive-
his back.
I've got adhesive for my explosive, so I can.
Yeah, right.
I
just,
can
just put it on his back and then
take
and
and
then
click and have him go off too.
Yep. You want to do that?
Yeah.
So give me a unarmed attack.
I'm assuming that my grappling specialization would apply because I'm in a grapple.
Yes, it would. And they're going to see if they can get out of the way.
So if I'm grappling, I get to use my strength instead of my agility too.
Let's see if they can make you stick yourself.
Good luck. No, actually don't, because I know what happens when I. Terrible luck forever.
Look at all those 5s and 6s.
What the heck? You have an insane number of dice rolls over there.
It's not that insane when you know the modifiers.
Gotcha.
These dice are small, so they look like there's more of them than there
All
are.
right. Let's physical limit this sucker.
All right. So what'd you roll?
11.
All right, now you tag them both. Cheek. Huh. And they explode.
Yeah.
good thing you got the shield up.
Both of you see Matisse go, phoom, click, stick, and then flex. I mean, you have to.
You gotta
Yeah.
flex. You gotta flex it up.
Boom! Roll the damage of the frag grenade.
I'm just seeing Armstrong from
Yeah,
Fullmetal
yeah.
Alchemist. By the power of my muscles.
Well, there's a character in Final Fantasy 14 called I can't think of it, Hildegard or something like that, and he does this. The only image I'm thinking of right now is this flex image that he does, which he basically stands up on one leg, picks the other one up like a flamingo, and then does like an S-shaped flex.
Yeah.
And so I'm just picturing him like, bam, boom.
12 successes.
All right, I need you to roll.
And they get half their armor because it's here directly to them, and that's how explosives work.
Yes.
I need you to roll body and armor.
Yeah, I'm just picturing the
But
Armstrong
the bodies
flex
are
of
armor also.
like the two arms
No,
grasped.
they're not.
Yeah.
It's like
They're not going to be that much armor.
Oh, okay.
These are not armored individuals.
If I was there, I would have an armor. Armor spell.
They're
on them.
mostly
Taylor, I
naked
think
and
there's a guy
emaciated.
near you.
Okay.
they don't provide too much.
Thankfully, I have negative armor piercing on frag grenades.
Oh, it's over there by the shoes.
Oh yeah, they have AP +1, don't they?
5.
AP +5. Okay.
Frag grenades are really bad
it's
against
under your
armored
shoes,
individuals. Unarmored individuals, though. Turns out.
It's Austin's.
Okay.
See if that goes vaguely where I want it to go.
Yeah, no, they splatter.
11,
So you
12, 13, 14 successes.
all right. So yeah, they splatter, and there's bone fragments and smoke and fire and explosion happens like sort of just inside the doorway. Montauk sort of gets up and puts this large shield in the way so that nothing splashes back out on you, on him and Marie. And as the smoke clears, you have a extremely singed, still bleeding from a neck wound, Matisse Dubois.
Jack.
Brushing myself off.
Please let me help you. I'm going to cast Heal. So, I cast it at a force level that is...
Whatever force you want.
Okay.
Up to your magic.
Up to your magic, and the force equals the number of die you roll from your magic pool plus your spellcasting pool.
Okay, so the force equals... Okay, and then...
But the higher the force, the higher the drain is.
Right, and what are the rules on drain exactly?
So, what type of mage are you again?
I'm a shamanistic.
Okay.
So, first let's just make the roll. So, roll, what force are you casting at?
What force is a wise one to cast at?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
You can go anything. Well,
Probably go fairly low.
Healing-
because you'll have
healing
plenty
is-
of time.
I believe the healing I believe the drain on healing is force -4. So if you go
Yeah.
to force,
It's
yeah, it's force minus 4.
Your
So you make
your body
it'll
is
go to
still
6.
Your body is still
because
minus
you,
1.
you get
currently,
you always
so
get an
your health pool has also been adjusted.
There's
Your health,
always a possibility
your health
of
and
2
physical limits
drain.
have also been temporarily adjusted as well.
Okay.
You may as
So
well do it as a
he
6
took-
because you
okay.
automatically get a 2
Okay.
drain
He took
anyway.
he took 7 damage there.
Yeah.
7 damage, yeah.
So maximum force 4-6 is probably a good idea.
Okay, so I'll do
You have to go
6.
6.
because you get more
And I
dice
get
that
the
way.
6 dice for the force.
Yeah.
And I get
And then your
6
spellcasting dice.
dice from the spell casting.
Yep.
Yeah,
And you
so
roll
12
that.
die.
Tell me what the successes are.
Okay, so I rolled 12d6, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
So
You heal
that's
7?
6. You get
So the drain, you need to roll your willpower and charisma to resist a drain of 7 minus 4 is 3.
3.
So
yeah, you gotta get 3 successes on 8. What, you got 14 die? got-
Yeah, I got 14 die
Right.
for this.
He's got the
Because I
same.
got 6 willpower, 8 charisma.
Yes. So that should you should be able to do that.
8, 12.
Yeah, so you need
you
to
should
get
do
3
5.
successes to not take any damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take 3 successes.
1, 2, 3,
Got it.
4. Yeah, I got it.
You're
Yep.
fine.
no damage. No stun damage. So yeah, Marie comes up and just sort of like leans on you and rubs your muscles, and magic flows from her to you, and your wounds close up, although they do
I'm
leave.
so glad we don't have the visuals on that.
Yeah, we're not
Well,
anywhere near there.
They
You
do.
are though.
They do leave. They do leave some very impressive scars.
Impressive and manly scars.
Okay, so is there anything left of these creatures to examine?
A couple of limbs.
Can I examine the limbs?
I'm going to stand there and look manly, actually,
Sure.
for a minute.
Action hero pose.
You step past while Matisse is reveling in his glory with a young French elf hanging off his arm.
Oh, it was so horrible, but you were so brave.
Just make your medicine check. Forget that.
So what
Can't do it.
So Holly just got up and finally moved away from in between
So
them.
basically what you're saying is I look over and I see just this absolutely mutilated body, just
Yes.
parts everywhere, and I almost gag. And then I look over and then I actually do.
That's up to you. I mean, it's not my fault. You guys have no sense of romance. You can move over in front of that mic now, Tyler.
No,
Turn that down.
Welcome to the side of the table.
I'm over where it's safe now.
I really don't care.
I wish we had cameras.
See, I figured they needed some alone time.
Again, you might get that.
I know. I'm very into this.
William, scoot a little closer so
Yeah,
that
let
Holly
me-
can actually lean over to the mic.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
Oh,
All right.
so many cords.
Medicine check. Is it dead? You want to take a pulse?
Oh yeah, you might have to actually burn
That's
whatever that is.
two
Well,
successes.
I think burning happened. I
Well,
think
yeah,
we're
but I
past
think-
the point of burning.
2 successes.
Yeah.
But you might want to watch it and make sure it
So
doesn't
you go over.
resurrect.
From the limb I see.
You go over to the limb and you pick it up, and it's a humanoid limb. Was alive.
But now he's very not.
Now is not.
I rectified that problem.
It was indeed wrecked.
From what you recall and what you saw, it definitely looked more humanoid than normal ghouls do. Like most ghouls have a certain level. Ghouls and goblins have a certain level of like decay, physical decay, to them that indicates that what they are. These were far more pristine before they were exploded.
If I may interrupt, I'm not calling. Whatever. I feel like if I attempt to comment on any of this, it'll just make it more awkward. But so there were no other survivors in this area that you found?
These horrible beasts. It is much too dangerous. We must go back to the safety, to the upper levels. I cannot take you to the hangar, I'm afraid.
Do not worry. These creatures are of no danger to me.
Something I do notice, however, this is only seems to be a very recent affliction. How long did you say you were here? A couple months?
We.
Can I make a judgment about whether these would be newer than a couple months?
What would be?
The particular condition of this, like, has it started to...
But
You said hadn't started rotting?
I said, that we've been there for a couple months.
Yes.
But it's only been a couple of days since whatever the incident was.
I know. Like, can I get a general idea of how long ago this thing might have mutated, or how much this
the new thing? Sure. Make another medicine check.
Sure, I can make another medicine check.
While he's doing that, what's in the... I'm going to check the crates.
It's mostly like building materials.
That's 4 successes.
There's like raw steel, raw iron, raw various other materials. Looks like for repairs and expanding on.
Anything that would be useful for motorcycle embellishments?
Probably, yeah. You definitely find some materials here to forge into shape.
Cool.
Nothing that's like useful. It's all in its raw form. You'd have to manipulate it. What was that roll?
4 successes.
I mean, you have no idea. These bodies were pristine. You can't tell how long they were in this shape.
They were in this shape for about half a minute.
I mean, the shape that they were before being exploded.
They were in a lack of shape for about a half a minute.
But you are reminded of those reports of more like intelligent-seeming ghouls.
Mm-hmm.
They too were reported as being less devolved.
Okay. This seems to be rather recent. You mentioned you don't want to venture out to the surface, but I'm afraid it's very likely, seeing how undevolved these creatures are, that it may well be only the beginning of something much worse. It's definitely best to probably flee this place at some point.
Then perhaps we should hide. There are many hiding places on this vessel.
It'd be better to ideally see if we could repair your vehicle and then leave if we can. Of course, uniting with the rest of our party first.
Of course, that makes perfect sense. What if we went to the vehicle, but also brought supplies from the garage? I am so afraid to go alone, but if perhaps one of you might come with me. I could go to the garage, and I will give you instructions to the hangar.
Seems reasonable.
Let us move on.
Okay.
I've gathered some of the base steel and slung it over with the bike.
Every few minutes, I'm going to see if I can't contact them with the trophy, just to see if...
No response.
All right.
So I give them a map going to the hangar.
Do you like sort of a actual paper map that's sort of been like roughly drawn of the facility? It has that bunker area that you guys first found her in, and it's just marked home, and then you see also marked garden at the garden location, and then it has like sort of directions to get down to a hangar bay that is sort of deeper down the vessel.
Mm-hmm. Right. Deeper down the vessel. So like underground. Deeper down?
Underground, yeah.
Further in towards the middle of the vessel.
So, how much of this ship was buried?
I don't think we can know.
You can't know from up there.
Sure.
Because we don't know the schematics, how long this thing was.
Because we're giving them the map to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll just go ahead and, I guess, ask your character. Where exactly did we enter on the ship? The entrance we found?
Oh.
I asked basically for you to point that out on the map.
No, it's right next to where the home is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm just sketching out like the parts that are necessary to get to the hangar. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's not like I have a ready-made map.
I mean, yeah.
Here, and then you take a left there, and then you take your third, your fourth right, and there is the hangar.
Slowly becoming less French and more German.
The accent
Yeah,
slips.
whenever I hear hanger, it sounds German.
Also, the S's are becoming
Now
Z's.
you also need to come into the shower. Oh no, sorry, not the shower, the oven.
All right, so
Meanwhile, back with the other group. You find yourselves in the kitchens.
Kitchens?
Speaking of ovens.
I thought we were carving into an armory.
I know you were carving an army, great. I was thinking
And find yourself in the kitchen. That's
so yeah. Shunk. Vroom. Tung, 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 tung,
And it
tung.
rolls, because we're on a slant.
Yeah. Yeah, you step in and there are gun racks and ammo crates, all empty.
Damn it! Every time.
crew. Yeah.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
One of these days we're going to find one of these that's going to be full.
You did find one and it was full.
No, we didn't.
It had his stuff in it.
The armory we found in that facility was eaten through by a giant worm.
I know, that's true.
That's
true.
Yeah.
One
His
day,
was-
and it'll all be yours.
And I'll kill Matisse with it.
It's like at this point, you just never find it full
I will
armory.
not
ever.
stop you.
Damn it.
So it's just
Back on my
empty crates and
Yep.
because
It looks like it looks
these
like
guys
somebody
look like
came in
they
and took
abandoned.
everything.
You know,
Nothing salvageable whatsoever.
Make a perception
just the
check.
crates.
I'm gonna search the room. Is there anything just off looking in this
Make
room?
me a perception check.
I'm not trusting anything.
I have 4 successes.
So you do find a shotgun and some ammunition for it.
Just like a Remington, or...
Yeah, hang on, I got a thing. Actually, sorry, it's not a shotgun. I lied. You find a sniper rifle.
Hey!
It's sort of like it looks like it fell off the rack and slid up underneath it. And there's also like a couple of like a clip of ammo for it.
Oh, well, this is quite the beauty, isn't it?
I got 4 successes for perception.
You notice that you recall that the doors were sealed shut.
We're sealed.
Something isn't right here.
Like there's nothing other than what you guys just did. There's nothing to indicate like forced entry.
That door was
So somebody
sealed
opened
shut.
it.
And this
Yeah,
room is
They
empty.
took all the stuff and then they
Yeah, so there's a
welded it
problem
shut.
here.
they would just consider it and lock the doors behind themselves.
I think the
well, it
only way
wasn't.
we're going to find an answer, though, is deeper in the ship.
Alright.
So we continue forward to the cockpit.
All right.
I try my trophy to see if I can contact the other group.
No response.
Yeah, that's what I
There's no
figured.
signal.
I
just
shoulder,
let you know.
I shoulder the
We don't-
sniper rifle and you take the ammunition.
I think Gilda might be better at shooting it than you.
Probably.
Yeah, but she's already got a fancy new gun.
I've got my nice new gun. He can have this one. I got it. Where's this?
All right. Meanwhile, so the other three of you have split up.
There's a gun.
We'll start with we will start with Zach. So where are you going, Zach? Where are you going?
I just gave you the map to the hangar, right?
Yeah,
Oh, those two, yeah.
That's better than.
Where are they going again?
they were
Garage.
going to the garage.
We're going to meet you at the hangar.
Focused.
I fully realize that I'm not combat capable enough to venture out into this place because I could not have dealt with one of those things.
I mean, maybe.
I don't want to pretend like I could have dealt with one of those things because I don't think I could have. Because I don't know what would have happened if I had not, spontaneously lost all semblance of form and shape.
Spot.
I'm actually going to follow them.
So you're gonna so wait behind until they leave and then follow after.
No, I'm going to I'm going to follow with their group.
Okay. So yeah, you two start to walk away, and after a minute or two, you hear behind you.
It wasn't after a minute or two you hear behind you. It is, I'm going to go with you because it's bad to split up.
Well, in that case, a second or two after getting the map, he goes, "No." Even though earlier he had agreed.
I don't recall.
He thought about it for 5 seconds. He's like, I don't think this is what I meant when I said that worked.
I was under the impression that we were going to
yeah.
go there, and then the whole group was going to. The whole group was going to go to the garage, then the hangar.
Anyway.
But, well, if we are not going to try to escape, should we not go someplace safer? I do not want to go to the garage and the hangar, which are both so dangerous.
So we should stay together then. Confront the dangers as a group.
But they will kill us.
They're more likely to kill you if you separate.
Do not worry. They cannot kill us. Many things have tried. Nothing has succeeded, as you can see, by this impressive physique.
As he continues to flirt with his brother.
That is why
While my other brother watches.
And comments.
I am in the safe zone.
So special. All right. Moving away.
I blame this clearly on you.
Their relationship will never be the same.
Well, then we can go to the garage, I suppose.
Of course he
Marie,
wants us to split up the party, Dad. Duh.
Marie leads them to the nearest garage that she knows about.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's basically it's a maintenance storage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So heading further south, you sort of look at, or head down, I should say. You sort of look on the map and judging based kind of on where that was. You're not heading towards that hangar, but you are heading in that general direction. And you find yourselves in what looks like a vehicle depot. Not a hangar per se. This is more for ground vehicles than what you imagine a hangar on this vehicle would be. Like for landing or dropping, even. In it, you find sort of a row of these large ovoid pods, sort of on one side, hooked into a wall, with what looked like maybe trapdoors underneath them. And then sort of the sort of scavenged remains of a couple of ground vehicles. Look like they were like Jeeps or something.
But they've been fully picked apart.
The chassis is there, and there's some bits of metal plating, but like engines are gone, tires are gone.
Yeah. Well, first I'm going to just give a once-over to all these ground vehicles, see if there's any...
Sure. Give me a perception, or give me an automotive mechanic check.
It's the same thing.
Montauk, you do anything?
I mean, other than just checking the room for anything else, I don't know.
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
Maria, are you doing anything?
And also, I'll keep an eye out for an ear out for any
Any
other
communications?
monsters sneaking up as well.
Alright, cool. Perception check.
Let me make sure that we are safe.
I'm going to like sneak off to the nearest room and just like kind of do a perimeter sweep in like a sneak stealth mode.
Alright,
Just to look around.
so agility stealth would be the roll
Oh,
for stealth. If you don't have stealth, it's -1 or -2.
I do.
-1.
I have
Stealth
2
spell.
for sneaking,
There you go, that's it.
Yeah.
and then agility with that.
Yep, agility
so
and
I should
sneaking.
have 5 out of
4 successes on perception.
Alright,
it. I roll a 1 success and 2 1s.
so you glitch.
Glitch.
So what you hear is Marie going out the door, and then immediately, ting, 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 as Marie stubs her toe on something. I don't know if there's a French expletive or anything.
Pardon.
I got a 4 automotive.
No, these things have been picked clean.
I'm going to check one of the pods.
Sure, go ahead. This one's going to be industrial mechanics. Or aerospace mechanics, if you have it.
I do have aerospace mechanics.
Aerospace mechanics, then.
Aerospace mechanics is not as high as my ground vehicle mechanics.
So yeah, you can if you're just sort of scouting around, make me a perception check.
2 successes.
They look like drop pods. They look like orbital drop pods.
So
Like that would be the thing that you can only imagine they are.
Can I pop one open?
Yeah. They have their own sustained power.
Pop one open, look inside.
It looks like there's 4 seats. And like gun racks, but no guns in them. It looks like this is for like ground troops to deploy.
Can I turn the power on? I try.
Readouts.
What are the readouts saying?
Current elevation is negative a number.
Do they have any scanners, useful detection equipment?
No, these are function built. Drop from orbit to ground, keep people inside alive.
How big is this pod?
Fairly big. Like it's. You imagine it's probably like for 4 people to strap in comfortably. It's roughly the size of like a minivan, but on its side, on its end.
And there's no way we could get this out of here.
Oh no, that's what it has. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's bound to you, so yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to take some pictures with the trophy and just kind of rummage through here and see if there's anything valuable at all in here, or if it's all pretty self-contained.
It's pretty self-contained. This is a purpose-built machine.
So if we could take the whole thing and gut it, it might be useful, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, let me see the book again.
Yeah, not exactly sure how that works.
That's fine, yeah.
I will... Alright, after meddling around in the pod for a bit, I'll pop back out. There's nothing else but the pods in here?
The pods and the remnants of vehicles. There's some supplies for there's some vehicle repair supplies. Nuts, bolts, wrenches, tools, but most the big expensive stuff has been stripped out.
Some basic tools would be nice to go with the scrap metal. Some nuts and bolts that are already prefabricated. Probably nice, but... rummage a little bit of that and move back to the entrance.
You know, I really wish that certain things had a page listing for them so that you know what they do.
I was trying to look it up too.
Yeah.
It seemed like exactly what she would do in this case.
Yep.
Well, from the 20 minutes it took me that one time to figure out how you recover health by resting.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
The
exactly.
book has some
The book goes back and forth a
organizational
lot.
flaws.
specific issues.
Yeah.
Where's the appendix?
Anyway, I have not... After determining there's nothing of value, I will return to the entrance.
Yep. And we'll come back to everybody else for a minute while I look for this. So the rest of you eventually make your way to what you imagine is a hangar between you and the cockpit. There are large blast doors on either side, completely closed, and hooks holding what look to be some variant of a fighter jet. There's about 4 of them. And a broken down, what looks like to be a broken down minivan, just sort of slowly, parked sideways so it doesn't slide on the hangar, on the hangar floor. That would be for William, Holly, and Stan.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Fighter jets.
No.
In a hangar.
We found it. There's a
found
bunch
a
of
hangar.
planes,
Fighter
but and
jets and a minivan.
Perfect.
Fighter jets and a minivan.
Yeah, some fighter, not quite normal fighter jets. You imagine they're space fighters of some kind,
yeah.
or
Space fighter.
or both.
Yeah, like aerospace, just in general.
Yeah, and there's like a minivan parked sideways on the ground.
And we're all the way down front. I mean, we're
You're heading
pretty
towards the
low.
front. Yeah, you're pretty low.
We're pretty low. So how did that van get here?
It's a good question,
It
but,
can't drive down the halls.
Really bad parking.
particularly bad.
I think some kind of
Do I?
some kind
Do
of
I see like a
transporter.
series?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
All right.
Do I see like a series of rent metal walls where this van plowed through something?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
how it got
It
here.
definitely looks like this van plowed into the place.
I want to look inside the van.
Yeah, we should take a look in the van.
Yep.
I got the sniper rifle leveled at like
I've got
everything in the way.
this thing. Got my warhawk.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look inside the van.
I'm guessing this is not one of those fancy anti-grav vans.
It looks like so you open up the side door. It's not locked. It looks like a family of people were living in here.
Are there any bodies?
No.
Or anything?
They're pictures.
They're what?
Pictures.
They're pictures.
Okay, we'll look at the
Let me see one of
pictures.
them. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like an elven family. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
one of them looked
Is
like
this
this.
one of
Yeah,
them
one
just
looks
look
like
like that? Okay.
Okay,
And it's so far down into the thing.
what's in here other than just like a family living? Like anything out of the ordinary?
It looks like it looks like there's some sort of like there's some like a set of mechanics tools and also like some scientific reading devices. Some things like someone were to like be taking measurement samples.
I don't care about this person. I swiped those.
We need to, we need
Yeah,
to
like
take those
sensor probe kits and
because
stuff
they
like
might be
that.
usable.
I'm concerned about the number of dice that just got rolled.
Ignore that.
Yeah, I'm.
But John might have also done that to make himself feel good.
I'm going to go into one of the one of the fighter planes.
Oh yeah, it's like
rockets.
this area is obviously underground, but is there like a massive hangar door?
Yeah,
Is the door-
it's
is the
they're
door
like two
open?
on either side.
And
Are they
these were
open?
supposed to leave out of, but now they're covered by dirt.
Yeah, like they're closed.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
closed, but they're still covered. Yeah, it's all dirt back there.
Yep.
But is it? No, was there any sign of the way the van got down here?
Yeah,
As
you
far
can
as-
see they came down a different way from the way you guys came.
And it kind of
Okay.
barreled through
Oh, okay.
several walls.
So it
Yeah,
just
looks
kind of
like-
scraped up
it
the
looks
walls.
Like you sort of looking at the tire tracks, you see like burnt rubber and
slide.
things. It looks like they crashed into
they
it
crashed
and came
in.
down.
Okay, so they was falling down the whole time.
Yeah, like gravity took them this far.
How big is the van compared to the fighters?
Not as big. No, the fires are much larger.
We couldn't just fly the fighter out through the hole the van left.
No.
Wingspan is a thing.
Also maneuverability.
Well, can we get into one of the fighter planes? No, the
They're sort of
rockets,
hanging
whatever.
up on the ceiling, but yeah, there's a
Can we
ladders
climb?
you can get up to.
Can we get up there somehow? Okay, I want to get into one of those.
Ding, 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 ding. You go up to the cockpit, pull. It doesn't open.
Doesn't open. What kind of is there a visual place for like some kind of a gun turret or anything? Any kind of
They're like recesses where you imagine gun barrels might be.
okay, but they're recessed and I can't
Yeah.
open them up.
No.
You want to bet?
Do you have any like technological based spells?
Or
Not
You know.
really.
appropriate other spells.
Telekinesis.
Elephant mode engaged.
No.
You guys aren't there. You didn't go to the hangar.
Yeah,
I
those guys aren't down there.
You went to the garage.
Elephant
No, it's
spirit
not worth it. I was
engaged.
just trying to see if they get some of the ammunition.
Like
and
how
stuff.
untrusting Zach is. Like the more proof there is of Marie's story, the less he trusts it. Great.
Well, I don't trust any of this. Cassio does, but I absolutely do not.
So
I don't trust
I don't know. I say we just.
there doesn't seem to be anything else we can get from this room.
No, I don't think so.
Let's keep heading for the
I
cockpit.
know you.
Do we? I mean, what?
If we can get to the cockpit, we might be
Might
able
be able to start
find-
the fire.
We might be able to start the engines.
And what's that going to do for us?
It's going to get us access to power, which means we can actually
Get on
look
the
up-
computer.
get on computers and find out what happened here.
What really happened?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think
we
I don't think the ship that crashed 175 years ago will
Can
have
tell.
information about what happened a couple days ago.
Yeah.
No,
But
it's
it'll
just
have
have
information about what happened when it crashed.
about the crash. Yeah, we need
What
to know
really
about.
happened here?
We want the
Ship
log
crashed?
books.
I mean,
The ship
you know,
was in
unless
the sky, the engines got turned off, orbit decayed.
I mean, you know, unless it was like taken down by alien invaders who happen to be really good at posing as elves.
Yeah, right. That's true too.
So many conspiracy theories. Anyways, back in the garage.
I'm kidding with that.
Cassio, were you doing anything?
one. So he's investigating the
Drop pods currently.
drop pods. I don't really have the automotive skills specifically to help out a whole lot with that. Would general perception help with trying to inspect the...
Sure.
Alright. Trying to remember how many dice I roll. Okay, that is how many dice I roll. I'm correct.
Bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum. I was making noise while we wait because it was really quiet. No one was talking,
And then I think we're-
except for people whispering over there in the corner. You know.
4
We're
successes.
just talking
We're
about
also writing.
we're just talking about who's expendable and what gear we get to take when they're all dead.
I get his motorcycle.
If I die, there is going to be nothing but a crater.
I want the motorcycle.
4 successes.
4 successes.
Mm-hmm.
So I need you to roll a reaction intuition check.
Me?
Also, I don't think we could reach anything on my motorcycle.
That's what I'm for. I fix it to make it work.
Reaction,
Adjust it.
intuition.
Yep.
You can't have it size.
No, but I can lower the wheels, or I can lower the handlebars so she can reach.
Yeah, put extensions on the handlebars like choppers, like roadhogs.
Yeah, but they go down.
Like they're really like the guy's sitting like a half a mile away from the wheel.
Yes. Okay, let's do this. Oh wait, he has to die first.
That's 5 successes.
Okay, so you start looking around, and then all of a sudden your screen blinks out, and then blinks back on. You get like an error message, and then just blue screens, and it's just a line of text, 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 line of text,
Can I?
and the entire suit stops moving.
Can I make?
Can you?
I'm gonna try to actually make a computer's roll. See if I can figure out what might have caused this.
Sure.
I've got the computers group because I've got
Yeah,
computer.
no, you cannot currently
hardware
move. You are
software,
stuck in the
so
armor.
Whatever
It won't
it
even
is.
open, will it?
It powered down.
4, 5,
With you inside it.
6.
What are you trying to do?
Drag him back.
You're starting to
The,
feel a
te-
little
the, te- the
claustrophobic.
technomancer turned the suit off.
See if I could glean anything from those obscure error reports. That's
You know for a fact Marie's not a technomancer. She healed Matisse.
that's
I
2
wasn't there.
successes.
2 successes? Something turned it off. Like something glitched and the suit turned off.
So I really can't get anything specific.
Nope.
All right.
Also,
We
you're
need to get
stuck.
back upstairs.
Can I get out? I can't get out of it.
Nope.
Starting this up and trying to find out what happened to the crash is not relevant to us, really. We can deal with that information stuff later.
I mean, we don't know what's happening with these guys.
I know, but
Are you saying any of this in character?
I'm just
Okay.
I'm just suggesting we go back up and not worry about it, because it certainly looked like they just had an accident. I mean, and
Well, it's
got
true.
here.
I'd like to see if there's anything still on the ship that we can make use of. And
Yeah.
any records they might have had of what they were doing before the crash would be useful.
No,
I don't have.
I don't know if the records
right now.
are going to.
Also,
I don't know if the
also
history.
if we can get
history's
power
not-
back on, we have camera feed access potentially.
The ship also has defense mechanisms. We're not big enough to handle this.
If it doesn't take that long, let's try to get it up and running.
So they try to get power back on.
If it takes too long, we can go back up and check on it.
If we make it to the cockpit and we can't find the power, we'll head out.
I'm going to. Hopefully, this thing isn't 100% soundproof. Excuse me, Mr. Dubois.
Step out of the drop pod, look over.
You see him just sort of standing still.
Step down.
I'm afraid I'm going to need some help from our mechanically inclined friend.
This is why I do not put any faith in the machines. Especially nothing made in the devil's playgrounds that we call Turkey.
I believe we found this in Itally, sir, actually.
No, that was in the Turkish.
It was?
Yeah, that was
Turkish
in
armory.
That's right.
in the
it was
armory
Turkish
before we got it. Yeah.
I'm going to rip an axle off of a car, then rip another axle off a car and make a cart and weld it together into a cart and lay Mr. Whatever your name is.
Mr. Brick right now, I guess.
You do know the helmet comes off.
Yes?
If you wanted to go pull the helmet off so you could talk to him.
Talk to me.
Also, so he doesn't suffocate.
Oh no! The suit has broken down. How terrible!
She comes back in. Yeah, you're starting to feel a little lightheaded, by the way. Because the suit's life
sealed.
support system is off.
And it's vacuum sealed.
Suits off. Life support's off.
It's vacuum sealed.
2 successes on engineering to know that would happen.
Yeah, you know it's environmentally
Oh,
sealed.
well, I'd pull the helmet off then.
You turn. Foom.
I would like to thank you for not letting me suffocate. That is appreciated.
Now you can hear him.
Alright, I lay you down on my makeshift wagon.
Though, of course, this does give her perfect access to my neck.
Make a perception check while you're laying him down.
Me?
No, I mean both of you technically.
I'm just going to not be good at it.
You've got you've got a
What's my
minus,
perception again?
You've currently got a -4
Perception,
because you're
intuition.
not able to move
Okay,
to
so
look.
just the intuition.
1 success.
1 success. Zach.
Once, but
Zach.
1 success.
What?
Zach. You have -4.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I still roll a ton of dice.
I didn't get a response. So
I got 3 successes.
3 successes.
All right. All 3 of you hear a familiar sound of footsteps
Great.
approaching.
This time we will be ready for them. I would like to...
Yes, I will prepare myself.
I get ready to cast spells.
Is that the only entrance to the room?
As far as you know.
I would like to repair the entrance.
Okay.
Repair is not...
Okay.
repair with explosives, by
Make
the
me
way.
an explosives check.
Prepare.
Logic explosives.
Yeah. 3 successes.
It's going to take you a little bit because you make sure that it's planted correctly. And
Yeah.
while you're putting this together, you hear a ting 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 as a bit of the ceiling falls in behind you, and another one of these emaciated, dark elf-looking things just drops down.
Shall we initiative?
Yep. You can roll initiative too, Montauk.
My initiative is a 9.
All right.
This is a big room, right?
Fairly.
Cool.
13. Like it matters.
13. Matisse?
25.
I didn't even need to change it. All right.
13 for if it matters if I have to, dodge my head ever so slightly.
She's in this room too, right? Or
No,
just-
no, it's just the 3 of you.
Oh, where did she... Oh, she went with them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Gilda went with them.
Yeah.
Split 3 and 3.
I'm going to
split right now.
flip the motorcycle over my back, hop on, and ram into this thing.
Okay, make me a acrobatics first. Acrobatics, agility acrobatics.
Okay. Oh, 3 successes.
Yep, you. That's your first turn. Then you rev it up, so it's on.
Cool.
Okay.
Its turn. It looks around, sees, oh look, convenient prey. And rushes over to latch onto Montauk.
Preceding the rolling of my head, my eyes roll. As I begin slowly, quietly contemplating the decisions of my life that led me here.
So
Well, the most recent one was you decided to get in that suit.
I like how you're talking about like it's a bad thing now. Previously, you were like, "Gimme, gimme."
I know. I was like, you got into that suit, and not the engineer who knows how to work it.
All right.
I don't think it would have mattered if you were in that suit.
Yeah, what would you do in this case?
So roll me body.
You'd
and-
die because...
Guys.
Yeah,
because
I
he
wouldn't have been
remove
with
your
you
helmet. No. If you were in this suit, you would have died because he wouldn't have taken your helmet off.
See, I wouldn't have been with you guys to get shut down in the first place.
How do you know that it was being in that area that got him shut down?
Call it a hunch.
No, it was just spirit.
Roll me body and armor.
Body armor. All right. At least I have a lot of armor.
How many more edge do you have?
Don't worry. I
Edge
got
might be
it.
relevant.
I'll see how I roll.
It's all sixes. Except that one. and
Has
that
my
one.
one-pointed body come back yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet.
I wasn't sure if it came back when I was healed.
No. It did not come back when you were healed.
Okay.
They usually take about a day.
Well, this doesn't usually happen.
Yeah, I don't usually get bit by vampires.
Oh yeah, but I mean, if
Great.
the loss of body comes back a lot slower than loss of
That's
physical.
not good, and I'm going to have to, of course,
Was the
spend
body
another
actually not
edge
stunned?
because otherwise that will glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loss of attributes.
Yes,
You can't
there's
glitch on
body
a
and
absorption
physical
roll.
and
Yeah.
But I
What?
still got only 3 successes on the absorption roll.
Oh, yeah.
I'd
So-
rather not be decapitated.
You take-
I'd rather not get
so-
the full French experience here.
Did you spend edge or what?
I'm spending edge to reroll failures,
All right.
of which I failed quite dramatically.
That's better.
And that one's waiting.
Yeah.
Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 successes this time.
Yeah, so you managed to shift enough inside the thing that you cling onto the floor off the cart. It kind of jostles you, but you feel the impact of this creature leaping onto you on your armor instead of your face.
Does he then begin to slide down the floor because it's on a slant?
So yeah, you hit the floor, and it's just...
All right.
Cassio, it's your turn.
You stop yourself with your tongue.
I'm going to take a full active action to... I'm going to take this full action to just try to center myself to not think incredibly cynical, mean things about the universe right now.
Give me a willpower charisma
Wait,
roll.
what about composure, right?
Yeah, composure.
Composure.
That's willpower
That's
charisma?
willpower charisma.
Yep. Please glitch. Please critical glitch.
If I roll all ones, Cassio will be a changed man. That's a number of ones. 2,
No.
3 ones, 3 successes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Glitch.
not a glitch.
You manage to retain your composure, mostly, as you slowly slide down the slant.
Okay.
I am tilted in more ways than one right now.
I'm going to take...
Your turn, yep.
Yeah, I'm going to take a step backwards. I'm going to help out. I'm going to cast Mana Ball in their direction in such a way that the radius will hit the right behind it, so that the radius will hit the ghoul creature, but not me.
Yeah, yeah. How close is Monty?
Yeah, it's a
And
ball.
the ghoul's on top of him, right?
Well, right
It's
next
a
to him, yeah.
perfect accident.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
no,
it's
it's fair.
yeah.
So
No,
roll
well,
that
I mean,
and-
you'll have good will save. This is the best spell I can cast.
Oh, will save?
or something. Where's
It-
Mana Ball
How do I resist this damage?
I believe it's willpower.
Willpower.
No, it's physical.
Oh, it's physical. Yeah, so it's body armor.
Okay.
At least I have body armor.
Let me double check. It might be one of those. It might
Which?
be one of the others.
You said power.
I'm going to cast it at it's so
Powerball?
the drain on it is force. So I'm going to cast it with a force
6.
5 just to avoid.
Alright, so that's
damage.
5 dice plus your spellcasting dice.
So I live on that.
5 plus 6.
So it is.
Okay.
It's a direct spell, which means no. It's it's a direct mana spell, so it's actually willpower.
Willpower.
You need to roll willpower.
Willpower? Just willpower?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Not counter.
5.
Willpower, nothing else.
Willpower,
Yeah.
nothing else.
Oh,
Unless you have magic resistance for some reason.
Unless this suit suddenly comes with magic resistance.
It is a magic suit.
How many successes?
5.
Alright.
I mean, one success, because
So you take 4 points of damage, of physical damage,
physical damage.
How much does the ghoul hit with?
and the ghoul gets hit with 2 points of physical damage.
2.
I need to resist.
That!
No, you don't get to resist damage on direct spells.
No, he needs to resist the drain.
Oh yeah, you need to resist drain.
Oh
So
yeah.
roll
So
willpower.
14.
I really it will roll. Yeah.
You
roll
roll
14
14.
dice and resist 5.
So yeah, Marie from over one side just launches this sphere of like condensed air that explodes sort of on the ghoul. The
And I'm
energy
starting to get whiplash.
washing over you and sort of shoving you further back, and
I
also sort of causing it to jerk. And,
6. So I resisted the drain.
Yes.
Yep. That makes it Matisse's turn. So you've got your motorcycle down and you've started it.
Is he sliding head first or foot first into the wall?
Right now, sort of sideways.
Okay, so he won't. Okay. Would it cost... So if I want to ram this thing, does it cost me any extra action points to be shooting it while I ram it?
Yes.
You can,
So I'll just ram it then.
All right.
but it's on top of him, sort
No,
of.
it's not. He's sliding away from it.
I mean, they're both sort of sliding now. Because he got hit by the mana ball. It's still like within melee range of him.
Could I hit one, not the other?
Just run over
You
it.
can try.
If
It'd be a very good. It'd be a very high difficulty driving test.
Sure.
As Matisse joins the dark side. The French
No.
side.
He's just gonna jump him. He's just gonna jump an elf. That's all.
Yeah, jumping it up in body armor is super easy, bro. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
Yeah, no, you.
I told you to beware the dangers of the French side.
And I'm using my gearhead to overly accelerate my bike.
Okay. It does not dodge. Roll me the body of the bike.
Actually, with that many successes, I was able to accelerate it a full 3 categories because of my gearhead, which means it's double body
All right.
plus exceeded successes.
Yeah, double body plus. How many successes did you roll?
9.
Double body plus 4.
Okay. 5.
Austin plays this character aggressively.
Yes.
I warned you.
I'm very bad at a lot of things, too.
But those things rarely come up.
I make sure they don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
Your relevant skills seem to be doing dumb, crazy-looking things on a motorcycle
okay.
and wooing French women. So I think you've so far
Right,
kept to your
brother.
relevant areas.
As badly as I roll d20s, I roll d6s stupid well.
How what was the damage?
9.
So yeah, it sort of rears up to swipe down at Montauk again, and you're sort of looking up at it and regretting so many decisions. And as you're regretting them, Its head stays still for a moment as a motorcycle impacts it, and in slow motion you watch Matisse go over you, dragging it along, and then skipping past you and slamming into the wall. It's still alive, so like clinging to the front, just in your face.
Okay. Do I get any more things to do on
That's
this
your
turn?
turn for this turn. Cassio.
Wait, hold on. Does your motorcycle... I'm assuming it doesn't have a muffler.
It doesn't make noise.
It has artificial noises.
Oh, right.
It's electric.
I
It's
artificially
electric.
installed noises into this thing.
Oh.
To make it
In
sound
that
like
case,
a...
yes, I do need to make a composure roll. Okay. That was 3 successes and 2 ones.
You managed to maintain.
Yes. Out of 13 dice, I don't know how I'm rolling this badly. But that's okay.
Its turn real quick.
Everything is okay.
What's it gonna try to do?
Bite you.
I've got classical music playing in
Good
my
luck.
head over the sound of the
You
motorcycle.
know what happened last time they bit you.
Yeah, but now it's trying to get me over a ramming plate on a bike that's going 40 miles an hour.
Well,
Never
not
mind, one of
anymore.
these-
You're on a wall.
One of the dice fell onto the
You
microphone.
hit a wall.
It was actually even on 1s and successes.
Oh, I didn't get swerved away from the wall.
No, you said you wanted to hit it into the wall.
Oh, I thought I was just hitting it.
Oh, I thought you were hitting it into the wall.
Oh, okay.
Why
Well,
are you hitting it at the wall?
You hit it into the wall. 'Cause
Whatever.
Why?
You reference him sliding towards the wall, so I figured you were like...
Oh no, I was just making sure I wasn't gonna have to like grapple him or something to
No.
make sure he didn't.
You can make me a reaction intuition roll.
Can I? I can also spend points to dodge, right?
Yeah, if you want. You still have...
Or to block with my unarmed ability.
You still have some points to spend.
Yeah.
What are these points?
Intuition. Or, sorry, your initiative.
Initiative points.
Initiative points.
okay.
He's still on the first turn.
Each turn basically is 10 points.
Ah, I see.
And then you can spend 5 for a reaction, and that would put him at
Gotcha.
0, I think, because you've had 2 turns.
Yeah.
You're at 5. No, you have 5 left right
Let them
now.
up and comfort you.
Yes, because I have a drawing of a moofin.
Ah! There's a die over there somewhere. If you could. I see it. I'll just roll this one instead.
So you're spending 5 to dodge?
Yeah. Well, to parry.
Alright.
All that
Successes?
uses is white one.
Yeah, I know. We've been using
10.
it for the past like 20 minutes. Have you not seen?
You are 1 shy.
Darn! This thing rolls a lot of.
Yeah, so it just sort of like leans up and its arm lashes forward, and it looks like its arm is a little bit longer than it should be as it reaches out and just grabs onto your shoulder. Its claws digging into your shoulder. Roll me body armor.
Body armor. I'm a troll. I'd like to remind it that I'm a troll. Could you hand me that die too?
You are
You seem to have
indeed,
forgotten that I'm a troll.
you are indeed a troll.
I don't know why that's my voice for Brewmaster Frank and Red Dragon Inn all the time.
That's
11 successes.
So it digs its claws into your shoulder, and you feel it. You feel your blood start to pump into its fingers, but you wrench your shoulder and does its fingers apart, and before it actually does anything,
My turn?
no damage. No, because you only had a 9 initiative, so you didn't have an extra turn.
For a second.
Oh, this is an extra turn. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's its turn again because it didn't spend the last of its initiative to
Yeah.
things, and it's going to try to attack you again. Reaction intuition.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not dodging this.
Good roll.
2.
Alright. More dice, more dice. I need you to roll me body armor again. as its other arm lashes out and sinks into your shoulder. Your other shoulder.
12 successes.
What?
I'm a troll.
I feel the only thing you're trolling is this
8,
game.
9, 10. 10 successes, which is not enough. So yeah, again, you feel that blood being sucked out of it and yank it back out.
I mean, I have 14 armor and currently 8 body, plus 1 from being a troll. I get a plus 1 natural armor.
Yep.
So I roll a lot of dice.
Scale.
I can
by
tell.
By a lot.
All right.
So yeah, new initiative round. Meanwhile, while that's happening, the other 3 of you have made it to the cockpit at this point, and you can see through like the opening windows
Just
that,
dirt.
Well, no, actually a hole.
That's interesting.
Going into a tunnel?
You see sort of a large cavern, and inside this cavern you see what looks like a large reptilian creature
Told ya.
curled up,
Told you.
sleeping on a rock.
Sleeping or is it dead?
It looks sleeping.
Is it a dragon?
It's a dragon.
Yeah, it looks like a dragon.
I'm really wondering if I can get the engines back on and just hit the gas on the boosters and just ram the dragon with a 2-mile spaceship.
You don't have that kind of-
75
No, it's not going to start
years.
up that well.
I don't think it's got that. And also,
It's hermetically powered.
it's not gonna move.
It's not going to
Sure,
move
it
if
will.
it's stuck in the
Turn
ground.
boosters
If it's
on
stuck
and
in the
get out of
ground,
atmosphere.
Yeah, no, but you
That
see,
will
the
crush
thing
it.
is,
It's
it has
stuck.
to build momentum.
yeah, and it's only going to slightly
can't
crush it.
build
What you're going to do is you're going to wake the damn dragon up, and it's going to come right up your nose.
Yoda's going to whisper to Cadmus,
No,
"Get out of here now."
I think that's about a good idea.
let's go.
Yeah, just leave. Just please don't get us all killed.
Besides that,
Other than the dragon in this cavern, what else can I see?
Natural storm formations, some lava flow.
a flow.
Yeah, you definitely hit like crust area now.
A long ass ship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
The crust isn't as thick as you think it is.
it's a couple miles long.
Yoda is retreating.
Yeah, I'm going to back off.
Are you?
It hasn't broken the ship in yet, so I'm at least going to try and look around the room.
I'm already leaving.
Everyone else is climbing back out. Cadmus is
No,
looking
when
around.
she sees him stay, she's going to come back.
I'm going to cast a stun spell on the dragon, see if I wake him up.
Die alone.
I don't think he's serious.
Roll the dice.
I'm
2 successes.
2 successes. I mean, it's the cockpit. There's controls. There's computers. There's variety, a lot of information around.
Is there anything? Any
Here's a
lights?
mage that looks like he's about to cast a spell at the dragon.
Any lights that are still on? right now?
I'm walking up.
No,
I'm trying to climb back up.
And there don't seem to be any controls.
you'd have to spend more time and sort of look around and investigate to determine.
Well, it looks like it's been sleeping here for a while, and there's no lights on here in here other than my thermographic vision. So,
And the lava coming up.
and the lava.
It's actually magma.
It's a lava
I
lamp.
hasn't broken the surface yet. Yeah,
That's right, we're down under.
slow down.
Is it any chemically different?
No.
No,
No,
It's
just
you know what a
one's
rock and a
above.
stone is?
Nothing.
A rock is on the ground, a stone has been picked up.
Huh.
Yeah.
What happens if you put the stone back down?
it's a rock again.
It's a rock.
So you
What if it starts
cannot
to roll?
throw a rock at somebody.
What if it starts to roll?
That's a rolling stone.
Yeah.
So you cannot.
Hold on, once it leaves your hand, it's a rock again.
No. Well, if you've thrown it, it's still a stone. If you've altered it, if you've also used it for a purpose, like turned it into a wall, it's a stone wall, not a rock wall.
Anyways,
If you worked it, it's stone.
So you can't throw a rock at somebody. Interesting.
You can only throw a stone. Yep.
Yep.
Anyways.
But
In this language we speak that we call English.
Useless fact of the day.
I'm going to try and avoid making any noise if possible, but I do want to try and get a better look at this room while it's asleep.
all right.
Also, of course, you'd
And
be
this is how we
particular on
lose
the English
Cadmus.
language.
Yoda's going to walk over and try to pull him by the arm.
Give me
I'm already leaving.
Give me another. Give me a
to get
aerospace
killed?
mechanics check.
Aerospace mechanics? All right.
And while that's happening, we go back to the fight.
New initiative?
Yep, no initiative.
So we roll.
Roll a d6.
Well, you guys can roll 1d6.
11.
11. So I can contemplate my existence at the same time that you
I don't want to get
conveniently catch me in the blast range of all of your spells.
21.
Just trying to help.
That's better.
You're going
Not
to
my fault that I don't have like good spells against individuals.
Yes, you only have good spells against groups, like groups of humans, to mutate them into killers.
Matisse.
So I've got a question. I have a gun mounted to the motorcycle and it's pinned to the front. Can it dodge?
No. Roll an attack. Don't glitch.
Jeez, yeah.
Okay.
This dragon has been sleeping in front of this thing for a long time. I'm not going to be the thing to wake it up.
You don't know the dragon's been sleeping for a long time.
Know that?
It's been sleeping in front of this ship without attacking the ship itself. So
Yeah, but it could have.
No, but
It could have just fallen
Yeah.
asleep like 20 minutes ago. It's in a large cavern.
Also, it didn't wake up because there was nothing going through here.
I'm not going through there. It's in that cavern. I'm not going into that cavern.
They're connected.
There's a cockpit between me and it.
That's like
Is the glass still intact?
Yeah,
no. Oh, is it?
glass is still intact.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
okay.
no way I'm going into that cavern. There's a cockpit between me and it.
And that's gonna.
There are still bad ideas going on here.
That's a lot of bad
kind of like
ideas.
saying,
It's
I'm
okay.
in this room, he's in that room. I can't wake him
There
up.
are bad ideas going on each side of the ship.
Yes, exactly.
So I did not glitch. I did only roll one success, but I did not glitch.
All right, you roll just the damage of the.
Like,
of
I'm not
the,
turning
gun.
anything on or making any noise that's going to wake it up. I'm just.
Oh, actually, do I get any
Getting a
bonuses for point blank range? Or is that just penalties for him to dodge?
That's penalties for him to dodge.
Okay.
What?
AP minus 2 if that's irrelevant.
He's not wearing armor, so it's not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
And he's not making any sudden moves, and he's not making any noise.
Barka. It like sort of jiggles and continues trying to claw at you.
Yeah, figured that might happen.
You should have just punched him.
Cassio.
I mean, it's down to.
Why?
I was going for the stylish option.
You can probably get your head against the floor and stop yourself.
No, I probably can't. I mean... So I just slide him down the floor in a totally immobile suit. I might be able to control my head slightly,
And that's about it.
and that's it.
Hey, you
you
got all
can
the social
spit.
skills.
You can spit on something.
Yes, I will attempt to talk down the beast that you are currently gunning down with your motorcycle. I'm kidding, I won't.
Can't hear me through a solid steel bulkhead, and I'm not going to turn any lights on. I don't intend to.
Oh, the ideas that you're having.
Well, I don't think turning anything on is going to help. All you're going to do is get the little spirits that are in this stupid ship for 100 years pissed off and killing you. It happened before.
I'm not going to turn anything
It happened before. It happened before.
on. Like I said, I'm not going to turn anything on.
Okay.
You didn't have to last time.
Actually, I did. I had to turn the reactor on.
Yeah, they had to turn the
If
reactor
you don't
on.
need to
That's
turn
what.
anything on, why are you there?
Yeah, there's no
not,
reason.
That's not the angry
Study.
spirits I'm talking about.
Oh no, those are the
Hotel
ones.
that we visited.
Oh my goodness.
Like that guy could definitely turn something on.
Well, no, but that was because we turned the main power on.
In the hotel, no, we didn't touch anything in the
That's
hotel.
because the main
Oh, not
power
the
was still
hotel.
on in the hotel.
Yeah, that was
This
still
place
yeah.
has no power.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Angry Spirit Man could fix that.
All right. Cassio, what'd you do?
Spit. Ask her if she can do anything that's not an explosive spell.
I'm out of the... I am far away from this thing and
Yeah.
the machine gun noises. If I am caught in the blast radius, and... If I am caught in the blast radius of some spell, and Mr. Matisse Dubois does not believe that our new friend has malicious intentions, then I will just leave. And every single part of my body will plan a separate escape route out of this stupid suit.
I will just leave. Except.
Alright, does that make it Mary's turn?
It does make it Mary's turn.
So what's the geometry looking like here? He's like still sliding down. And
He's sliding towards Matisse, who has the vampire pinned against the wall.
Wait, I'm sliding towards Matisse?
How
Yeah,
far
he-
are they?
He jumped over you towards the wall.
No, I want nothing to do with this. I don't want to slide that way. There's machine guns that direction. I don't know what this crazy Frenchman has planned.
What is the what's the distance?
We'll say,
Convenient accident range.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if I shot a mana ball at the ghoul, would I accidentally hit him?
You wouldn't hit him. You hit Matisse
Okay.
because Matisse is
And
like
you
right
can't
next to
have
him.
that.
Well, and this thing's pretty injured. He's kind of got it. So really, what I should do is healing. So I'm going to go over and heal him.
All right. So you go over to heal Montauk.
Okay.
Are you? You're not.
Yeah, I got hit. I got hit by the mana ball.
Oh, you got hit. Oh, that's right, by the mana ball.
Yeah.
So I'm down 4.
Okay. So I'm going to cast
A spell.
a spell.
Is it a touch spell?
I'm going to try healing. Okay. So let's see. Cast this.
I'll have you know if this is
The
something...
force that I can do is max is the force of my magic, right? So
Yes.
6.
6.
Okay.
That's
Do
already
not
my
worry.
willpower.
I will help you, she says, leaning down to heal you.
Just make sure I'm not sliding towards the machine gun noises I keep hearing. I'll be fine.
She then puts her hands on you to cast her healing.
I've been healed repeatedly by him, right? Before?
Yes.
Does this I'm not familiar with magic, obviously, but this feels vaguely similar. At least until it's too late.
I don't know. Let's find out. Are you casting heal?
Of course I'm casting.
He is casting Unheal, yes.
Okay. Yeah. No.
But
maybe a
unfortunately, I
perception
rolled
check.
Me?
crappy.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll know it's not a heal spell.
Then she
1, 2,
whispers,
3. 1, 2, 3.
First, Streben.
1, 2, 3.
inaudibly, just into your ear.
So I hear it.
Also roll me willpower.
I thought that French was becoming very German.
2, 3, 4,
Just 2.
5.
This is a good time for an edge point,
Reroll
yeah.
failures, yeah.
Reroll failures. I like this.
That was 5 perception, so I hear what you say.
Yeah, you heard that, and you also feel. So normally when you're healed, there's sort of a warmth, like a warm energy of
8
of binding. Do you want to spend an edge to reroll the 6s?
I don't have.
I think you
down
can
to
also
one
only
edge after
spend
this.
one
Okay.
edge per roll.
Oh yeah, you can also do that. That's
one
right.
edge.
So normally with healing, you feel sort of this warmth and sort of like regrowth and this knitting of your body back together. This feels a lot colder and more like your body is dying on the molecular level.
Okay,
Freeze spell.
aside from that great description, what do I...
Specifically, it feels.
It's a
Specifically,
freeze
it's a spell that triggers massive cellular necrosis with a single
Yeah.
touch.
What do
It's a freeze.
I sense first? Do I sense the magic or do I hear her German?
Float at the same time.
I am going to,
Well,
at the
first of
top...
all, what'd you roll? Willpower.
Willpower. Let me go ahead and roll willpower.
Roll
Just
willpower.
plain willpower.
Just willpower.
The betrayal happened.
Great. All right.
What cast I believe, a basically a red spell.
An ice spell.
The spell
instead
is
of-
called. The spell is called Death Touch.
Before I even roll this, what does Burning Edge do again?
You can burn an edge to get an automatic 4 successes, but that's a permanently lowering of your edge score.
And
Yes,
you
I
can
know.
spend an edge to, if you're going to go down do a thing.
1, 2.
If you're going to die, you can burn an edge to not die, basically.
You can spend an edge to get an action before you die.
Yeah.
Before you go unconscious.
You can spend an edge to get an action before you die. You can burn an edge to not die if you were going to die.
I have 1 edge left.
Well, first, what was your thing? Because you get to know.
Burning an edge affects your total edge, not your current edge.
I know. But I'm about to die to this crazy lady.
What'd you roll?
I got 2 successes.
All right. So you're going to take 6 physical damage.
6 with the successes?
Yep.
I can burn it to live through this easily. Well, not easily, but I can burn to live through this.
Well, now, if you burn an edge, you only get the 4 successes. I think. Is you only get the 4, or does it stack with your others?
Where's the book?
You add 4 to that?
Yeah, I'm in the book and all.
I don't know if it just adds
If
4.
you just spend an edge, though, you can re-roll your
You don't want
failures,
to reroll.
right?
Yep.
No, he
I
doesn't
can
have enough-
re-roll these.
He doesn't have enough reroll. Taking an automatic 4 is easier.
You can spend an edge to add your edge total to the dice pool and make your 6s explode.
No, you don't add your. You don't add your.
You
edge.
do add your edge total when you do that.
No, you
don't.
only have one. He
Breaking
doesn't have
limits.
enough.
Breaking limits adds your edge total to it.
Nope. Edge effects. Push the limits.
Add your edge total, break your limits, reroll
Oh,
6s.
you can do it if you do it after the roll.
I know the edge rules. That's why I started putting edge into my character.
Yep.
Yep.
Edge is really good.
So
Yeah.
I add my edge and...
You add your edge value
Okay.
in dice, and you break your limits, and you can reroll 6s.
Okay.
If you do that.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So that was an extra success.
And you can reroll that
You
6.
reroll
I'll
that
re-roll that
6.
6, so that's 3 successes.
All right.
That's 4 successes.
Okay.
Plus.
Okay, that's 4 successes, but I'm still up.
So
4
you take,
successes.
You take 4 physical damage.
I'm up by 1, that's all I need.
So you need. Yeah, you're still alive.
You take 4 physical damage as you feel your body dying internally. This is cancer via touch.
I am going... yeah. I'm going to yell the first thing that will save me. I knew you weren't actually French! I am going to yell that at the top of my
No,
lungs.
she said something in German at him.
I know you weren't actually French.
I can't even
else.
comprehend. I probably can't even register that she said something German. I'm going to say whatever gets Matisse to kill this psychopath.
What was that German, by the way? I didn't hear it fast enough.
Oh, Du wirst sterben.
Oh,
You will die.
You will die, yeah.
Matisse, it's your turn. There's gunfire in front of you, a thing slashing at you, and some noise behind you.
Do I get to roll any perception?
I said-
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
I said the word French. That immediately grabs your attention.
Not when there's a gunfight in front of him that he's in.
4 successes on perception, though.
Oh, I forgot to roll my. Did I not?
Oh yeah,
take
roll
it?
your
And you take 8, right?
No. Drain on that is force -6, so 8 minus 6.
2.
You have to resist 2 drain.
Wow.
It's a combat spell. It's like using a gun.
Yep.
But in close
F
range.
-6, but it's a touch spell, so it's.
Oh, it's the lowest. It's the lowest.
It wouldn't have worked if there hadn't been a unfortunate accident. I made it.
Yep.
No, wait a second. No, I glitched.
You can't glitch on a drain.
You can't glitch.
Oh, you can't glitch.
You can't glitch on any roll to resist damage.
Okay, I think I made it. Ugh, I'm getting terrible rolls.
And you can also succeed on a roll, but still glitch.
Yeah. Glitching doesn't mean you don't succeed. It just means something else happens potentially.
Well, yeah, I did get 2 successes and
Right.
3 ones. But
4 successes. You hear yelling behind you. You can't make out the exact words, but you do hear the yelling behind you.
Okay. Well, I need to finish this off and figure that out.
Yep.
Probably.
Yep.
So. Well, actually, no. You know what? I'll just take it with me.
Kick off the wall, turn around.
Yeah. Would that smash it into the wall if I did that?
No, but it would
No.
rear it around. It would probably flip it off to the side, actually.
Would that damage it at all?
Probably.
Yeah, let's do that. Just violently whip it around.
Yeah, if you whip it around,
Give
then
me a
run
dodging
over
check.
it.
Oh no. Driving checks. Whatever will I do? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 successes.
Yeah, no, you put a foot on the wall, kick it off, spin around, the thing goes flying, hits the wall, slides down. It only had one thing left. And as you spin around, you see Marie kneeling over Cassio, who's yelling about something.
I guess judge intentions would be relevant at this point.
Make a judge intentions check. You make me a con roll. Charisma con.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not really good at judging intentions. I'm actually really bad at it.
Yeah.
Back in the cockpit, my
Can
roll
I
is-
see
Make a
him?
persuasion roll. See how pathetic you're looking.
Can I see him, by the way? Or can I not move my head
Kind
properly?
of, out of your peripheral.
As soon as I see him turn around, just so that I know he's actually paying attention this time, I'm just going to yell, "She's German!"
Well, it's not your turn yet, but
Oh, and she's trying to kill me. Because I know how your priorities are.
make a persuasion roll.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
Good.
4, 5, 6, 7 on con.
7 on con.
No. I don't even roll that many dice.
We go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
No, I did.
His is counteracting
1, 2,
hers, so we're going to see.
3,
Oh,
4,
okay.
5, 6.
What'd you roll?
I rolled really
2,
well,
3,
actually.
4,
I might spend an edge,
7,
depending on what he gets.
8, 9,
So what'd you roll?
15 dice.
7, 9.
No,
Oh no, sorry, you haven't rolled yet.
he's counting out 15 dice.
Tons
That
and
looks
tons and
good.
tons of dice.
Good.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 successes.
So 7 and 7. What'd you
I
roll?
rolled 3.
That's enough because they both cancel down to 0. You're not sure what's going on, but it's definitely fishy. Like that's not you've seen people heal before. Whatever she's doing is not healing.
I can pop into astral for free.
Yeah.
Let's astral up in this place.
Oh yeah, that sweet innocent French girl. That's a lot of like hatred flowing off of her right now.
I see.
But it's for Montauk, so
Yeah, but
it's also like not. That's definitively not healing magic that's happening there.
It's in this category of health.
It is in the category of health. It's true. Well, actually, no. Death touch is in combat. Death touch is a combat spell.
It's a combat spell, yeah.
True.
The other thing is in the category of health.
vaguely anatomically related.
And it definitely looks like Montauk is about to die.
I mean that's whatever. But French girl lied
Yes, she
Yes.
died.
about being French. How typical.
Well, you don't know that part.
I'm yelling out
No.
that she's German.
Also, she's hateful and evil. Therefore,
French to a core?
I was gonna say that's pretty damn French.
Case in point.
I am going to be hypocritical all day long. Thank you very much.
Hypocrisy is also French. I apologize to all our French listeners. We are saying it in fun.
I'm speaking of that group of French, you know?
The very
Those
specific
people.
Those French.
Sort of like the Americans.
Yeah,
of France.
like it's not. We're not. Yeah.
It's not France, it's France.
The guys who supported. Oh, what was his name? The French guy who got dangerously close to winning the election.
You mean the French girl?
Was that the girl?
Marie Le
yeah.
Pen?
Yeah, the fascist was the girl.
Crazy one.
What is it? Oh, it's so many fascists in office today. Anyway,
Yeah. Dubois would have voted for her. All right. Anyway, I have a special fate for liars of French heritage.
are you going to repeat your jumping of Montauk?
With some additions.
Have you been hiding like some kind of a guillotine in your pocket this whole time?
No.
Pocket guillotine deployed.
Let's.
Is your motorcycle about to become a guillotine?
I had explosives on me before I flipped the motorcycle out.
Yep.
Flipped that onto the ram plate and rammer.
All right.
Explosive ram.
Yes.
Make me a driving check.
Doesn't this have to start another turn, or
I have another action.
He has more action because he has such a high.
Gotcha.
Well, I guess I did have that alt character in mind.
Oh no, the explosive.
Actually, hang on, because so you spun around and you're ready to go. They do still have another turn. So, Montag.
I see him flip over.
Yep.
Just yell what you were going to yell, I guess.
I mean, at this point, I'm just going to come to peace with the fact that I'm going to come into pieces.
Make a composure roll. With whatever penalties you're currently at.
For
Oh yeah,
For
damage?
being injured.
for being injured.
That's a -2
Minus 2, yeah.
1, 2. What was my composure again? Yeah, my composure was
That's why I'm so
12.
glad we're
Remember,
over this.
as you take damage, you have
Because
penalties.
we don't get we don't have to help.
Meanwhile, with the other group...
My engineering roll was 6.
Alright. What were you trying to find again?
I was trying to get a layout of what was in this room. Like, if I could see, layout power source or...
Yeah, no, this is definitely, there's a way to start the power of the ship in here. There's also, it looks like there's a console for just about every department of the ship. You have weapons, engineering...
Okay, so the cockpit was central command.
Yeah.
Where's the book?
With the knowledge that I have gleaned, I am going to start making my way quietly out of the room.
Alright, so the three of you start making your way back up the ship. What'd you roll?
5 successes.
You maintain and compose.
I also took a trophy shot of the entire room and the dragon.
Yep. Marie.
I'm pretty certain that's the closest anyone's ever been to a
If I
white
cast
dragon.
a spell, can I take a 5-foot step afterwards or something?
Yeah, you can move.
Okay, so I am going to cast as soon as I can.
You're trying to defend yourself from the French guy who's
Is a little bit less
suddenly-
important than the mission.
So I just don't have quite the
The knowledge there's a dragon
knowledge
right here.
on
It's very important.
which
to
is
that mission.
more likely. So let me double check there.
Yeah, feel free to ask.
Things. Okay, so if I cast the improved invisibility, then I'm gonna get to take a step away, and he would have to make a will save against.
The
Wait, hold on.
invisibility.
Her aura is still visible to astral perception.
Yeah, so
That's the question.
you don't know that I astrally project.
yeah.
Can I immediately tell that he's an adept?
You'd have to.
You would have to project.
You'd have to take an action.
Yeah,
to
you would
assess-
have to.
You'd have to take a
you
full
would have
action to
you would
step
have
into
to have
that realm.
checked it out.
And
'Cause you
haven't
can't go
seen
in.
me- I haven't used any of my superhuman adept powers.
Okay.
Except for the fact that you're rolling 4 dice for initiative and thus are making 4
Well, so I had
times
the
the action
improved
that anyone
visibility.
else.
Actually, no. You do know he's a physical adept because he moves way faster than any troll ever could.
Yeah.
You do know he's a physical adept because that's the way the initiative thing works. The reason why you roll so many dice is because you're basically the Flash.
The flip side of that is
So-
not
No.
all adepts can astrally project.
Yeah.
No.
What if I now the question is if I
Not all
cast
can, but you know that he might be able to.
if I cast control actions, what kind of save does he have to make against that?
Control actions is a manipulation spell.
Yes, it is.
Is that willpower,
And
charisma?
it is. It should say in the book, but it is a mental. It's a mental skill, which I think are here. We see. I think they are resisted by willpower.
On her to break concentration.
Control actions. Manipulation spells. Mental. Targets resist these spells use it with logic plus willpower.
He does not seem logical. I'm going to cast control actions on him.
On Matisse. All right.
I'm not casting it on the dumb guy who's locked in a suit.
Very, very smart guy who's locked in a suit. Thank you
All
very much.
right. Roll logic willpower.
Do you want to know my highest?
hold on, I have to
Do you want to know my
roll
highest
spell.
mental stat?
Getting back to a mind control
logic
piece
or
and
willpower?
knowing that I have to shoot him in the
Logic.
head
I'm going to cast that with
with a sniper
4
rifle.
6 because
So
I better
roll
12
dice.
Yep.
And let me know if you spend your edge.
And I am going to spend my final edge to re-roll failures.
Alright.
Because there were
A lot.
10 dice that were failures, so I re-roll all of those, right?
Yep. You're all on.
1, 2, 3, 5. I rolled a 5.
These?
Oh,
I can theoretically resist. My high logic is made up for my ridiculously low willpower.
you have high logic?
Yes.
I'm a demolitions expert and an auto mechanic. Yeah.
Oh. Well,
His willpower is the thing that he's not good at.
I would have thought. Okay, well, I misread that one.
I actually rolled decently, so let's push limits. Spend my final edge point to make exactly 5 successes.
So if it's on the cusp, it wins.
It's exactly that. Yeah, because your number of net successes is how long it lasts. So if net successes are 0, it doesn't take effect.
Darn it!
So you cast the spell.
Let me see if I got hit with a drain. I got to roll 5 out of 14.
And you see this like sort of colorful sparkle flash across Matisse's face, and then he frowns. And that's not what you wanted him to do.
No! And...
Matisse.
Oh, crap. I got drained.
How much?
I needed 5, I got 3, so I got drained by 2
points.
Two stun damage.
Stun damage.
Yep, 2 stun damage.
Fortunately for you,
Don't worry, your stun damage is going to be very irrelevant very quickly.
I'll say your stun damage and your physical damage are on 2 separate tracks.
Austin.
All right.
2 actions in a row.
Let's...
Mr. Flash guy.
Quicksilver at best.
That would have
Definitely
been
not
so
Flash.
awesome if you had failed that roll, by the way.
Oh yeah, I mean,
would there have been any opportunity for me to... is there an opportunity for outside forces to, snap you out of things? No?
It
Not at
lasts
all?
for how long it lasts.
all right.
Or until you kill the caster.
Let's
Even then it still lasts for a number of rounds.
prep this ram plate.
You've already prepped it.
It's
Oh,
prepped.
you've already
Yeah,
did,
you prepped. You
did
spent
that.
your turn last time prepping it.
Sweet. Hi.
Explosive ram, go!
Be a driving check.
You two are about to hear something very loud and very French.
I'm glad we're not in that room anymore, because that explosion might wake the dragon up.
Yes, it is.
Meanwhile,
We're going to
Cassio still.
Fortunately, we won't be in the room for it
As
to
I
see.
mutter a silent prayer.
How silent is it really?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
As he gets closer, the volume gets a little bit louder and more
9
deafening.
successes. So he makes 9 successes
Question
on a
is,
ram.
what do you pray to?
So you can do an agility. You don't have any points left to dodge, so you
it's
can do
reaction,
intuition to get out of the way.
Christian
Action
God,
3,
laws of
intuition
physics.
4, so 7 dice.
Yep.
So, and you had 9
Alright.
And you can burn one of your
Renaissance
edges
man,
if you
so,
want to
you know,
have 4
I
on
won't
Yeah,
have
success.
those edges.
Well, no, burning affects your edge maximum.
Yeah, but I think it just
Some,
sets your
like
success
desperate
score.
prayer, desperate praying in
Let me
Italian.
double check. I'm not sure
Yeah,
it sets it or gives it.
Oh, one of his other many languages.
1, 2, 3. I got
Well, it is my
4
language,
successes.
as is German.
Give me a second.
It's in Italian, and then it just goes through.
Well, Italian is sort of the Renaissance Christian language because it's sort of the Vatican language. So
Well, yeah, but
Actually, the Vatican language is Latin.
it's
Yeah.
Latin, but yes,
It's the
I
only
speak-
country where Latin is.
I speak Latin too, though.
Vatican language is bad Latin.
I speak Latin too, though, so, you know.
I mean, you can't really call it bad Latin when it's the only place where Latin is spoken and is a government language.
I mean, Latin is spoken all over the place.
but it's in Italy, so the surrounding area is all Italian.
Yes.
Edge. What page is Edge on?
It's towards the beginning.
Oh, it's shoot.
Why is it towards the beginning?
No, it's in 2 different places. Unfortunately,
It's-
Well, even if he hits me, I've got enough hit points, and I can do something next round.
That's the question. It's a question of damage more than anything else.
We're playing with complete extremes here. You get a very easy time being able to manipulate him,
It's supposed to be.
but if he touches you, you are nothing but a wet tissue. a wet tissue about to get hit by a truck of fireworks. And by a truck of fireworks, I mean a truck carrying a nuclear bomb.
I'd like to warn you, I may have to replace my RAM plate. I'm going to be very annoyed about that.
And he's going to take that out on you.
Alright.
Edge.
This is the angriest I've ever seen Matisse Dubois, I guess. And
Someone
that's
decided-
very difficult.
Someone lied about being French. There is a German spy in our midst.
There's a spy around.
You get,
Did it say you get 4 successes?
yeah, you get 4 net... No, it says automatically succeed in an action with 4 net hits. So yeah, it sets your successes to 4.
Yeah.
I already got 4.
You can also...
This will be the last time you see me.
I'm gonna risk it.
Well, you can burn an edge to... Well, in a second, if you're going to die,
Okay.
you can burn an edge to be not dead yet, which leaves you alive for 1 more action.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so 4 to what?
9.
So roll...
And, yeah, with that piloting check again, I'm at the double body.
So that's going to be 9 minus 4 is 5. So 4 double body plus 4 damage.
Hi. How's it going?
Good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6 successes.
Roll body and armor.
I roll body and armor?
Yep, you roll body and armor.
And you said that jacket was 12, right?
Yeah, the jacket's 12.
So that's 12
plus
plus my
your-
body, so I get 17 dice.
You've got a lot of body.
What? Oh.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
I mean, I'm making logical assumptions at this point. But
6.
5 body. There's got to be something. Oh.
There's a reason all the vampires look like elves.
Yeah. Right.
Mm. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's all.
That's it.
so you take 2 physical
You
damage.
make 2 physical damage as the bike over Montauk again. And as the bike, again, slowly, you hear Ave Maria playing in your head as this bike goes wham, and carries off towards the other wall.
But I wouldn't get all the way to the wall because it's like,
Not yet, no.
Yeah.
Not yet.
On your next
Well,
action.
I got some bad news about
Second action, Matisse.
Ave Maria's still playing in your head. Just click.
Clink.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Roll damage on the roll the explosive.
Alright.
Detonating ram plate charge.
Give me that, please, real quick. I need to double check something.
You can detonate your ram plate?
That's what he put the explosives on for.
I just played that game, sir.
Why do you think he just hit you with basically
pretty
a...
close. And there's supposed to be tiny nubs on
This is fucking awesome.
This is why he hits you with a weapon made of explosives.
This is great. I love it.
Is he using a frag grenade or is he actually
No, it's
using,
like
he's
C4.
using a C4?
Oh, it's a
yeah,
straight
he's using
C4.
a C4. Yeah, he's blowing his the
This
front.
is like a kilo of C4.
So
I just need to double check what happens to your armor.
So I'm just...
I don't know that you get any.
I don't think he gets
So
armor.
basically,
Just-
I'm
this
just
is
horror
just against
movie
body.
camera right now, sitting there looking at
just
the
body.
ceiling as I...
You got the upside down
Okay.
view. You're looking up like this.
So
I just hear...
have your armor, then subtract 2 from it.
So,
So 4 plus 5 body
Fortunately,
is
you do
not-
that too.
I don't. The bike's ram plate does.
The ram plate is not that far removed for you.
Yes, but it's not directly attached to me.
Oh,
And this is
right.
only if it's directly pressed
okay.
yes,
against
it's
the
directly
target.
attached.
What
Yeah.
happens if it's? What happens if you're within arm's reach of it?
Just -2.
Just minus 2. Yeah.
My armor does not have. Well, I've got to roll the damage first.
Yeah, first roll damage.
How much damage does C4 do?
C4?
It's not as much as you'd expect.
But still more
That's
than
because
enough at point
C4 is a
I
precision
rolled
damage.
9 dice and I got 1 success.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Do you want to burn that edge now?
to take it up to 4 successes automatically?
No, I mean you can do that, but you can also burn an edge to not be dead after this.
Not being
2,
dead
3,
would
4,
require
5,
a whole
6.
lot of glow.
Another 6 successes.
How many?
So I take 5 damage.
No, was that your damage? Yeah.
That was the damage.
So yeah, you would take 5 damage,
1,
and then you need to roll body armor -2.
Yes.
So my physical condition goes to the -3 range because I'm at 7 damage now, so I'm in that -3. What is that -3?
That means you have a -3 to all your dice pools.
All of them, no matter what
Yes.
they're.
All of them.
Okay.
With the exception, I believe, of your soak rolls.
Yeah. Well, with the exception of your with the exception of the armor on your soak rolls,
Okay, your body's still -3.
10 successes.
your body still gets the minus. Yeah, you're fine. You ride through it.
I have
Just an explosive cloud, and he just comes out the other end of it.
a ram plate.
It's not like this isn't every day for him.
Did not make it.
Ram plate shatters. You go flying off to one side. The bike's still going.
Ow.
You hit the ground. The bike goes past.
We're new initiative?
Yep, new initiative. D6, everybody.
And I take a -3 to my.
We're on our way back up.
And you
and we
just
just
hear-
hear-
It does not
For some reason, you hear Ave Maria and an explosion.
5 plus 7, so I got 12.
And
What'd you get?
I doubled it.
Because 24 loading something.
Good.
And hopefully it's himself.
So he moves, and then I move.
On top?
He moves again.
No, he moves and then you don't move.
I really don't. I don't really mean any ill will to it,
A?
but I wouldn't mind if he was exploded.
What?
A, I don't think it really matters all that much. B,
It's more for my amusement.
11. 11 for your amusement.
Thank you. Matisse.
24.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Is it a gunnery check to spin the bike, blast him with my grappling hook, and quarter him? Or is that a piloting
It
check?
wouldn't really be quartering and be
Having.
Well, just
should be
Dragging.
grab
yeah.
just drag him everywhere.
Well, it'd be a piloting check to spin around to aim. That'd be your first action.
So it would take multiple
Oh,
actions.
yeah.
shoot. Just
I mean, he probably went just, straight in front of me?
No,
What?
off to one side. You went past the explosion. The ram plate split, and she went with half of it.
Well, the grappling hook's on the back of the bike, isn't it?
yeah, the
It wouldn't take much time
back.
to get the.
No,
to get the
it wouldn't be a hard check to aim it, but you still have to aim it.
Well, no, but it's behind, so you don't have to turn it
No, off to one
around.
side.
Yeah, because she stole forward momentum.
Oh.
And even if it was behind, you still have to aim. You can't just fire wildly, assuming it's going to hit.
Should I run her over?
It's up to you.
Or should I...
That's smart of you.
Au revoir.
What's the French way to deal with this?
Well,
I feel like grappling hook and dragging would be the thing.
But that gives her an action, you
you
said.
can't.
Yeah,
I can't afford that.
No,
sure you can.
No, I can't.
She's got -$3 dice pools.
no, that's not much.
That's not enough.
That's not enough. You got too much magic. You got to end it. You delayed your very first maneuver, pulling
What?
the bike out,
See, here's the
delaying
thing.
things
We have to
way
think
too
about what
long.
Matisse would do, not what Austin would do.
Matisse is ending this.
All right.
No, I'm not running her down. I would like
You're
to
uphill
salute
with her
you
at this point.
with the high explosive grenade that is now.
So make a throwing check, and you can make me reaction tuition. If you want to spend 5 of your initiative, you can dodge, which adds your acrobatics to it.
What is spending 5 of my initiative?
It just reduces your initiative by 5, but it lets you use your It lets you add your acrobatics if you have it.
I don't have any acrobatics.
Well, never mind.
It doesn't matter which order you go in anyway.
Okay, so
Yeah, two,
so my you said intuition and reaction.
Yep. To try to dodge the grenade.
I'm going to try to dodge this grenade. Oh, -3.
Yep. Intuition reaction -3.
Boo! This is not going to be good. Let me guess. He has more than a couple dice there.
Not the most.
Oh wow! I got just 2.
You can.
I only got-
You can burn an edge for an auto success for 4 auto successes.
Let's.
You can burn them one at a time. You don't have to burn all 3.
Let's burn an edge.
Edge has been burnt.
I get 4.
That brings you to 6.
6. Go.
That brings you to
No,
6.
it just brings you at 4.
Brings
It's
you
an
to
auto
4.
succeed with 4 successes.
Okay. Oh, right, yeah. It is, you succeed with 4 successes.
Yeah, and what did you roll?
I didn't roll so well, so I only got 3. So that
See?
doesn't. So that means that I am 2 meters off of you.
Yep.
So you take less damage.
Yep. So yeah, you dodge to one side, the grenade bounces off to the other. It still explodes and goes off, and you still will take some damage, but it'll be less.
Okay.
And you get -2 to your armor for this.
Okay, so 10 plus... My body is -3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I read the rocket entry by accident. No, that's very different. Okay, so I lose 4 dice of damage on
So I rolled
this.
12.
Your body can never be reduced below 0, by the way.
Right.
Unless your body is 0, in which case you're dead.
Yeah.
So delightful. You see, the problem is in all the fights up to now, I've had, like, casualties around to be worried about. Right now, I don't. I don't have friendly fire to be concerned with. Wait, what?
Montauk on the ground, sliding towards the wall.
He should be down to the wall
Sliding
by
towards
now.
the other wall.
Yeah, you're sliding
right
away
now,
from you.
right now you're sliding
He's not
far.
away.
I rolled
He's not away.
5.
I'm sliding
rolled
away.
8.
I'm sliding away and
So you
far,
take
far too
3
slowly.
points of physical damage,
Okay, so
which I think would put you out.
I'm at 0 left.
So do you want to burn an edge to survive?
To take one more.
Then I get one more action.
One more action.
And then what happens after that action?
You die.
It's gone.
So all I can do is spite.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what edge. That's what that last edge
All
is
right,
for.
I'm gonna burn that edge.
Weren't going to use it anyway.
Spite.
Well, technically you go unconscious. You might not die if someone heals you, but no one here is going to heal you.
Scheiße! She screams and casts lightning bolt at 6 or 6. Why not?
Lightning bolt is direct or indirect? Let's find out.
It's direct. It's
direct.
It's
Ooh.
line of sight electrical.
Willpower.
I believe it's direct.
I'm
Yes,
checking
it
it
is.
now.
No.
No, it's indirect. It's indirect. It's not direct.
Oh, it is.
So that's actually reaction tuition.
Sweet. I'm gonna spend some... Oh, I can't block this, can I?
The direct is things that affect the target directly. Indirect are things that affect the target by way of doing something else.
Yes.
Uh,
So like a fireball is indirect. Touching you and making your body go into necrosis, that's direct.
So I can't parry.
You can certainly
Lightning.
try.
Yeah, somewhat.
If your motorcycle is conductive,
If you get it into your hands and then out your other hand, so it doesn't
actually,
count.
not a
I'm riding my
firebender.
motorcycle, so I can spend a point to dodge with the motorcycle and use add my piloting skill, I believe.
Can you?
Yes.
Yes,
I
because I'm in
think
vehicle
so.
combat mode.
I mean, if you basically do a wheelie, you could give it path to ground through your motorcycle.
And not through you.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't parry the lightning bolt. Is what I'm saying.
No, you can't. I can't
you can try
parry
to
it,
dodge it. Yeah.
But you're
but I can swerve the heck away.
You can swerve the heck away. Roll off.
Ooh, 1, 4.
Oh, and I add 2 dice because of my physical toughness. I have out of edge. 1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
7, 8.
So yeah, you
6, 8.
fire off the lightning bolt, and Matisse just yanks that motorcycle up, stopping it in its tracks, and you were leading the target, so it just shoots past and hits the wall. Those of you coming up a hallway suddenly see a lightning bolt rip through a wall after hearing an explosion. There's a hole in that wall.
I
now.
don't think. Wait, no, you're standing right next to me. You can't be the one casting that spell.
No, I didn't cast it. I'm running up the.
And then Marie collapses to the ground, unconscious. And as she goes unconscious, what do you look like as the youth and vitality fades away?
Yes, as the
like-
French girl that she had absorbed leads away, she shrivels back to the form of Helga, a gnarled, nasty 95-year-old German witch. The radiation burning out her hair. and
You know-
revealing swastika tattoos up and down her body.
German Nazi witch.
And with that, we will end today's session. So, thank you all very much for joining us as we've gone down this fantastic adventure.
Amazing, Taylor.
Encore.
We have been Final Show Films. We produce a wide variety of content every day of the week. You can check us out on our website at finalshowfilms.com. You can check us out on our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms. You guys support us financially, you can do so there. Thank you to all of our patrons, especially our Twitch volunteer supporters, Chris Comfort, Antitonic, and Cat Waterflame, without whom we wouldn't have, well, quite frankly, the computer problems we were having earlier today. But we wouldn't be able to do all the stuff that we do.
Anyone wants to buy us a
previously.
computer, please.
We'll fix it. We'll get it fixed.
Please.
Fine.
But yeah, so thank you all. Also want to thank the folks over at 411media.com. If you're interested in anything geek culture related, 411media.com is the place to be. They do articles related to wrestling, MMA, movies, entertainment, music, and gaming, including all of our stuff. We appreciate them, so check them out. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. Sorry for the lack of video this week. We'll
This
be
was
back
the
next
wrong
week.
episode to not have video.
I know.
I know.
I'm so sorry. but
Visuals
we-
between Taylor and Austin.
We will have video back next week, I promise. We apologize. Oh, I hope that your mind did it justice because mine could not. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see. Anything else? No, that's it. We'll see you all next time. Say bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.